Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball.
And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Happy Friday night, everybody, as we have a big matchup in store here. It is Game 3 of the Eastern Conference, second round to the playoffs. The Cleveland Cavaliers, the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, finding themselves down 0-2 in a deep hole early on, with this series switching up to the road to take on the Indiana Pacers. Indiana 2-0 in the series. But good news for Cleveland coming into this matchup. They will have everybody fully healthy. All 3 guys that were coming into tonight's questionable that did not play in Game 2 are available tonight. Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and DeAndre Hunter, all good to go tonight for the Cavs in this matchup. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe for this one, and a huge Game 3 taking place out in Indianapolis, Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Pacers are 15-2 on their home floor in their previous 17 games. The Cavs looking to see if they can become the 35th team in NBA history to come back down from 0-2. Only 7% of teams have ever come back from 0-2 to win a playoff series. 34 out of 429 total have gone on to win a playoff series after starting off with an 0-2 deficit. Ronald Daniel Ride Dog, welcome in for this one tonight. Should be a fun one here. And Cleveland comes in a 5.5-point favorite on the line. This one they desperately need for the Cavs tonight. Positive sign to get Garland back. They have a 20-point per game scorer back in the lineup. DeAndre Hunter, a 15-point per game on average scorer back in the lineup, plus Evan Mobley around an 18-point per game average. And Defensive of the Year finalist this year for Defensive Player of the Year, one of the best players in the league in box plus minus this season, just how important he is to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they just could not stop Indiana. Indiana, first 2 games of the series, put it up 50+% from the floor, and tonight, Evan Mobley, good opportunity to see if he can lead his defense and make this a much, much lower scoring game than going into this matchup. Over, under, quite high tonight at 231.5. Between these 2 teams. You've seen a lot of pace, a lot of made shots, especially for Indiana. Indiana scored 120 points despite 18 turnovers during the previous game. What a wild game, too, that was. Pacers found themselves down by 20. Tyrese Halliburton made a layup, cut it to a 1-possession game, and then he got fouled, went to the free throw line, made the first free throw, missed the second one, and then off the miss, he got the offensive rebound, dribbled back out to the perimeter, and made a step-back 3 in the final moments of the game. Just an insane game for Indiana, how they closed it out. They were down by 20, came all the way back and won on Tuesday. What's good, James? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in for this one tonight, man. Should be a fun game indeed. The Eastern Conference has been lit so far. We've got a lot of blowouts out in the West, but the Eastern Conference, it's just been a dogfight so far in these playoff series matchups. Indiana, they outscored Cleveland 36-21 in the last game of the fourth quarter. And the Pacers won despite 18 turnovers. Last game they had 4 turnovers going into halftime, and Indiana did a much better job taking care of the basketball at half number 2. The final 50 seconds of that game, Indiana outscored Cleveland 8-0. The Cavs with 2 turnovers. One of them was like a terrible turnover, a cross-court pass off the inbound. Ty Jerome, he's going to be coming off the bench tonight. He started during the last game due to the rash of injuries for Cleveland, but Ty Jerome, he really struggled during the last game. He was like a 6th man of the year, one of the top 10 players in the league for 6th man of the year this year under consideration for Ty Jerome. He had just 2 points, shooting 1 for 14 for the floor in 28 minutes for him. But the positive side to get Evan Mobley back. They get Darius Garland back, who's missed 4 straight games due to injury. And also they get DeAndre Hunter back. So the number 2, 3, and 4 scores on the team are back. That's huge because after Donovan Mitchell, it was a big drop-off. Max Strus had 23, Jared Allen had 20, and Donovan Mitchell went off in the last game. And usually when you score 48 points, it results in a victory. That was a rare loss there. 48 points by Donovan Mitchell, shooting 15 for 30 from the floor. He was unstoppable, but his team wasn't. Cleveland ended up losing the game because they could not stop the Pacers. The Pacers outshot the Cavs. And it was Indiana who shot above 50% for the floor, whereas Cleveland struggled under 45% in the last one. Ice Ice Baby, welcome in. Thanks for joining back in. Big night here for Ice Ice Baby in the stream, waiting for our Cavs to finally take one tonight. Oping, thanks for joining in, going for the Cavs. We're in like a sweep here. He's got the Pacers in 4 for this one. Hit us up in the chat who guys like to win, Cavs or Pacers. Happy Friday night, everybody. This is an ESPN tip-off game, so I believe it's going to tip off in around 6 to 8 minutes from now. Usually it's around like 7:40 p.m. Eastern time, or around like 7:42, 7:43. So around like either 6 to 8 minutes from now, we'll have tip-off for this game. It's one of those ESPN tip-offs, so ESPN gets scheduled for the bottom part of the hour. It's usually like, I think like 12 or 13 minutes past the bottom of the hour, usually tips off for ESPN. TNT tips off 4 minutes past the hour, or bottom of the hour, like 7:04 or 7:34, but yeah, these ESPN games tip off around like 7:42, 7:43-ish, usually. What's good, George? Welcome back in. Things going pretty well, man. Pacers took game 1, 121-112. Pacers took game 2 in a game that they looked like they were out of it. Came all the way back and won, 120-119. What's been impressive is the scoring balance for this Pacers team. They got 6 guys averaging double figures. They got so many guys playing the best basketball right now in the playoffs, really shining bright. Benedict Mathurin had a couple major baskets. He had 19 points during the last game. He had a massive putback slam for Benedict Mathurin. He brought the energy in the second half. Andrew Nembhard playing well in the playoffs, coming off a career high in assists for him during the last game. Aaron Nesmith, lights out, number 2 in the entire playoffs, shooting 56% from three-point range for Nesmith. That's behind DeAndre Hunter, and three-point shooting percentage is number 2 in the playoffs for Nesmith. And Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam, Tyrese Halliburton, these guys playing so well right now. They got multiple guys shooting efficient, like above 38% from 3 for multiple guys in their team. This game's in Indiana, so Indiana's 15-2 in their last 17 home games. So this is what it makes it interesting tonight, because the Cavs are fully healthy. They get everybody back. The Cavs are 18-4 when Garland, Mobley, and Hunter played together alongside Donovan Mitchell. And on the other side, Indiana's won their last 15 out of 17 home games. So this is going to be a fun one tonight. Ian, welcome back in. Going with the Pacers here for this one. Yeah, Indiana has a bunch of speed and depth on their team. They've given the Cavs a lot of matchup issues. The Cavs lost them twice the final week of the regular season. They played 2 games in the last week of the regular season in April, and the Cavs dropped both of those games. So the Cavs have lost, I believe it's 4 straight against the Pacers that they've lost, counting the regular season. Yeah, they've lost 4 straight games. April 10th, April 13th, and then Game 1 and Game 2 out of this series. And the Pacers right now are 5-1 against Cleveland. The Pacers, I think they got their number. And this game will tip off in around 6 minutes, so 7:43 tip-off time tonight. I'm going to get to my top 5 picks for tonight. This is what I like for tonight here, my top 5 picks of the night. Miles Turner playing really well recently for him. I've got him over 15.5 points tonight in this game. He's averaging 17 points per game in the playoffs, averaging 18 points per game in this series. He's made a massive impact lately. He's scored at least 20 points in 3 out of his last 4 games. He had a team-high 23 points on Tuesday in the Game 2 win for Miles Turner. Miles Turner over 6.5 rebounds for a 6'11" center. I also have that as well. Both of these teams play with a lot of speed and pace, so more field goal attempt opportunities mean that there's going to be a lot more chances for rebounds tonight in this game. And Miles Turner is averaging 9.5 rebounds per game in the series. His over-under player prop, when I checked it out midday today, was at just 6.5. So Miles Turner over the points at 15.5, over 6.5 rebounds tonight. And then Aaron Nesmith, he has been lights out for the Pacers here in the entire playoffs. They got him over 13.5 points per game. He started off his career earlier this decade for the Celtics, then got sent over to the Pacers. And Aaron Nesmith, he is breaking out, averaging 17.7 points per game in the previous 6 games for Nesmith. He scored a playoff career high 23 points on Tuesday. Not a whole lot of people are talking about how he's been breaking out, but Aaron Nesmith, he needs to get credit where it's due, and he is breaking out big time. 13.5, still very undervalued for Aaron Nesmith. I like him to surpass that player prop of over 13.5 tonight. And I like him on over 2.5 made threes for really good value at plus 145 tonight. For Aaron Nesmith, he ranks number 7 in the NBA playoffs, averaging 3.3 made threes per game. That's higher than guys such as Derek White, Buddy Hield, Jason Tatum, and Anthony Edwards in the playoffs. And Anthony Edwards led all players in the regular season in total made threes this season. Nesmith shooting 56% from 3, which is number 2 in the entire playoffs behind DeAndre Hunter for Cleveland. And Nesmith strolled at least 3 threes in his last 5 out of 6 games. So I like him. That's a really good value tonight. If you can find out one in the sportsbook still, as we have like 3 or 4 minutes before tip-off. We're going to tip off around 7:43-ish, approximately 4 minutes away before tip-off. I really like that tonight. Aaron Nesmith over 2.5 made threes for plus value tonight for his over-under player prop. And then Andrew Nembhard over 5.5 assists I've got as well tonight. He had a playoff career high 13 assists during the last game. He's got now 3 straight games with at least 6 assists each. He's averaging 6.1 assists per game in the playoffs. And he's actually played fewer minutes than guys like Luka Doncic, Steph Curry, Jamal Murray in the playoffs. But all 3 of those players that I just mentioned there, Luka, Steph, and Jamal, is that Andrew Nembhard is assisting greater than all 3 guys this season in the playoffs. Andrew Nembhard is averaging 6.1 assists per game, ranking number 7 out of all players in the NBA playoffs this season, but he has more assists than guys like Luka, Steph, and Jamal Murray. Just a really low-key run by those guys that I picked there tonight. Miles Turner, Aaron Nesmith, Andrew Nembhard, Tyrese Halliburton made the big-time shot. That's what everybody's talking about, but the role players, they've been excellent, low-key in this series. Everybody providing balance, 6 guys averaging double figures, everybody chipping their weight. Another one I have for you guys, if you can find Benedict Mathurin over 11.5. That's another one that I would consider taking as well tonight for him. He's coming off 19 points during the last game. He played really well going up against Cleveland's second unit during the last game for him. He scored basically a point a minute, so I think he's another guy that could go off today in this game. What's good, Pringle? What's good? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. I'm going to go to Cavs tonight in this one to take this game. Yeah, I was going back and forth, but based on the availability, everybody's healthy here for Cleveland. This is one that they need. I'm going to go Cleveland in this game to get on the board and pick up their first win in the series. Right now, the poll is basically 50-50. Make sure to vote in that poll if you haven't already done so. Yeah, Cavs need to get this one or they're toast. Nobody has ever gone down to 0-3 in the history of the NBA and has come back and won. I get to see some sort of like fire under their belly tonight by Cleveland. I got to see that. Donovan Mitchell with 48 points. They had 3 guys that were missing in the last game, which if you combine their scoring numbers, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, DeAndre Hunter, they average a combined 53.4 points per game between those 3 guys. So that's huge balance there. Much, much better in terms of Donovan Mitchell not having to carry the offensive load. That he's got other guys that should be able to step up tonight since they're available once again here. So that is huge that I just talked about. They're averaging about 54 points per game combined between the trio that was missing during the last game. The number 2, 3, and 4 scores are back in the lineup tonight. Darius Garland, he is available alongside Evan Mobley. He is good to go. And also coming off the bench tonight is DeAndre Hunter. He is good to go in this game. Starting lineup looks like this for Cleveland. Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. Everybody fully healthy for the Cavs. Going up against the starting lineup for Indiana tonight, that is Tyrese Halliburton, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Miles Turner. Oping, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Kane, welcome in the stream. Should be a fun one tonight here. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Happy Friday, everybody. Indiana gonna go in there. So like the City Edition jerseys, they got white jerseys. They got like a turquoise blue in the front of their uniform tonight for this matchup for Indy. So they go in the white jerseys on their whole floor. Cleveland gonna go in the black uniforms tonight with the gold numbers, gold letters. Going to be a fun matchup here. Cleveland down to 0-2 in the series. 64 victories this season. We're going to see if it's all for nothing or if they are going to see if they can start to mount a comeback. Only 7% of teams that's been down to 0-2 in the history of the playoffs have come back and won. 34 teams in the history of the playoffs have come back and won out of 429 possible. We got 2 teams, better seeds, potentially. Could mount a comeback. As we are underway, Cleveland controls the opening tip. Right to left on the floor to start things off for the Cavs. Garland, opening possession, dribbles, drive, shovel pass, Allen, kick out to the corner. Looks completely different offensively already. That is good by Max Strus from downtown. Darius Garland, no limitations, burst the speed off the dribble to set that one up. Jared Allen records the assist, and now they bring just a whole new pace and push to themselves with the offense. First possession for Indiana. Hedge the midcourt logo, Halliburton. Halliburton at the left wing. He's defended by Jared Allen, 101. Halliburton dribbles up, runner off the glass, no good. Tipped up and a rebound, tapped to Garland for the defensive rebounds. Second possession, Garland looks like he's fine right now, outside to the corner. He was dealing with a toe injury coming into this game. Mobley at the top of the key. Mobley dribbles towards his right, hand off to Mitchell. Pocket pass, Mobley bobbled it, lost it, turnover. Siakam collects the steal. Pacers with possession number 2. Halliburton finds Nesmith, lob down low. Siakam at the low block, takes on Mitchell. Mismatch, turnaround jumper, low block, no good. Around the rim and out to Allen. Controls the defensive rebound. BD, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Quick 3 by Strus off the back rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Tracked down by Strus with a long hustle. Garland at the corner. Outside finds Mitchell. Mitchell coming out 48 points in the last game. 30 plus in the previous 2 in the series. Mitchell leaves it off for Mobley. Mobley towards his right, puts up the shot. And contacted to and fouled right as the buzzer sounded on the shot clock. So able to get the shot up in time. And this will be 2 free throws coming up here by Evan Mobley. It's charged to Tyrese Halliburton on a shooting foul. First shot is good. So Evan Mobley is back. Darius Garland looks like he's got that same burst as before in the regular season off the dribble. DeAndre Hunter is going to be coming off the bench. So that's a big development right now for Cleveland that everybody's fully healthy for this game. Second free throw, no good. Mobley gets the offensive rebound, sends it right over to Jared Allen, and he dunks it down with a right-handed flush. 6-0. Timeout quickly taken by Indiana. Rick Carlisle not too happy with what he sees right now. 10:26 left to go in the first quarter. A minute and 34 seconds into this game, and Indiana already has to burn a timeout. Yeah, you can kind of sense these games in like the first couple minutes or so. And it's looking very possible that Cleveland's going to bounce back tonight. Yesterday, a 13-0 start for Minnesota. Right now, the Cavs are up 6-0 to the first timeout. Vegas, welcome back in here, bud. Rebounds, rebounds, rebounds. That's what rebounding can do for you. 4-0 in favor of Cleveland in rebounding. Getting Evan Mobley back, that's just so critical. Because he's just massive on both sides of the floor. But also, when you have that second double big, when you got two 7-footers out there, it's going to make the matchup much more difficult for a undersized front court for Indiana. Siakam's around 6'9", and Miles Turner's around 6'11", whereas Jared Allen's 7 feet tall, Evan Mobley's 6'11", and if Mobley can stay fully healthy, compete the highest level in the series, the Cavs, they get the chance to come on back because they get the rebound advantage. Still got a long way left to go, but not a good start here for the Pacers on the glass. That's one of the things that they've struggled with this year. They've been bottom 5 in the NBA in rebounds given up to opponents this year. Turan, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. He's taking the Cavs for this one. Vegas got the Cavs. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this one here tonight, Cavs or Pacers. Huge night here for the Cavs. Cavs need this in order to continue. Renee, welcome in. So yeah, interesting thing about it is that 7% of teams that go down to 0-2 come back and win the series. But I think there's a very, very realistic case. Yeah, I took the Celtics and Cavs in my bracket, and right now I'm kind of shocked how everything's gone so far, but still, we're only 2 games in. We got a 7-game series that could play out. What's good? Natural Nate, welcome back in. That sounds good there. Apple and cherry pie tonight, it looks like. Evan Mobley, top 5 in the NBA in box plus minus this year. 3 guys from the Thunder. SGA led the league in box plus minus. Nikola Jokic was top 5. He was number 2 in the entire league in box plus minus behind SGA. And then Mobley came inside the top 5. (6-0) as we come back from the first time out. Indiana left to right on the floor. They will have the basketball coming up off the inbounds. Inbound to the backcourt. Nesmith puts it over to Nembhard. Andrew Nembhard crosses midcourt for Indiana. Nembhard at the top of the free throw circle. Nembhard jumper at the elbow. Off the rim, no good. A rebound. Tap to the bounds off of Indiana. Last touch by Miles Turner. Not a good start for the Pacers right now. Struggling to box out. Evan Mobley disrupted that ball. Bounce pass off to Garland. Garland towards his right around the perimeter. Garland thought about the step back. Gives it off to Strus. Strus dribble, drives, attacks downhill with the right hand. Scoop score. Up and off the backboard. Scores the layup. 8-0. Great start here from Max Strus so far tonight. Space and Chill, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Jeffrey, glad to have you back in the stream. Right baseline dribble. Halliburton floats up the runner. Blocked by Mobley. Halliburton's out of the play. Down right next to the camera crew. Next to the stanchion. 5-4 for the Cavs. Garland outside. Push pass. Mitchell. Corner 3. Max Strus delivers. Max Strus. Bang. 11-0 Cleveland. We've seen Cleveland before get down by large amounts. Like that regular season game, they were down something like 25-5 against the Celtics. Came all the way back and won. Right now, the Cavs are the team that's up 11-0 on the road. Evan Mobley completely changes everything. Wow. Absolutely, completely changes everything for Evan Mobley. Miles Turner will have 2 free throws here at the line. First free throw is good. And here's the stat right here. Indiana came into this game 15-2 in their last 17 games at home, and Cleveland right now is taking it to them. Finally, they're on the board with a made free throw by Turner. Second shot's good. 11-2. Yeah, I had the Cavs and the Celtics in my bracket to face one another in the conference finals. People were asking me who I took, for the Cavs series. I said Cavs in 6 for my prediction. Well, I've been streaming before, and there's been teams that were down to 0-2 that came back at 1-6. Back in 2021, when I streamed the NBA Finals, the Phoenix Suns against the Milwaukee Bucks, the Bucks were down to 0-2 and then won 4 straight games in a row to win in 6. Turner at the top of the key, up fake, dribbles up, drives, downhill, goes up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up, and Jared Allen is down right now. He is in some serious pain, but a tough soldier, he's going to get up. So Jared Allen gets helped out to his feet, took a heavy contact there off the drive by Turner. As Allen, he couldn't set his feet. They called Allen on the shooting foul. Yeah, so we got Space Vegas and we got Space and Jill. First free throw is good by Miles Turner. .23 points by Turner in the last game. That tied Aaron Neesmith for a player individual team high for Indiana. Second free throw is good. All 4 points for Miles Turner so far. Cavs pushing tempo. Garland's just so fast off the dribble. This Cavs team looks so much faster today in this game compared to the previous 2 games in the series without Garland. Missed shot there inside the key by Jared Allen. Left it short off the spin cycle. Siakam on the outside finds Nembhard. Nembhard at the top of the key. He's defended by Allen 1-on-1. Nembhard. Push pass out to the corner. Siakam, rise and fire on a 3 off the mark. No good. Allen controls the defensive rebounds. Yeah, I'm hoping to be live tomorrow covering Celtics Knicks tomorrow afternoon. Kind of a random time. They put it middle of the day at 3:30. Missed runner by Mitchell. Putbacks there for 2 by Jared Allen. 13-4 for Cleveland. First 4+ minutes of action right now. Indiana with possession. Halliburton drives, attacks the paint. Shovel pass underneath Siakam. No good. Missed the layup. Looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it by the referees, and Cleveland race up the floor to opposite direction. Mitchell, cross-court pass, receives it, and he knocks it down. Max Strus with an assist. It's 16-4 Cleveland. This game is getting really ugly right now. Cleveland's doing a nice job spacing the floor. Lob down low. Turner goes up. Turner gets fouled. That's on Evan Mobley, his first personal foul. And this will stop the clock with 7:26. You get 100+ watching right now. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here tonight. Type it in, Cavs or Pacers. First free throw, no good, missed by Turner. Completely changes the vibe of this team with Darius Garland, his burst and speed off the dribble with his playmaking. Looks like he's pretty good tonight. Doesn't seem like he's been having any issues with his toe based on the looks of how fast he's been off the dribble. The team just feeds off his speed and energy, and they're playing just much faster with him running the point. Second free throw is good by Turner. And then Evan Mobley, just so key defensively. He's blocked the shot so far, came out with a couple of rebounds, altered a few shots. Mitchell, spin cycle. Mitchell, double clutch. Donovan Mitchell, oh man, he's just so tough. Gutted a drop, and the free throw coming up. Sensational finish at the rim there by Spider Mitchell. Another top 10 highlight reel play by Spider Mitchell. Double clutch layup, having him flexing through the plays he finished. Defended by Miles Turner. Insane finish right there. Got the and one for Mitchell here. So he's going to have an and one opportunity. Pepe, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in. Keith, welcome back in the stream, bud. Seagull, glad to have you back in. Yup, every time it's been perfect, so no team has ever trailed from 3-0. Yeah, Celtics 2 years ago, the Eastern Conference Finals, they were up against the 8 seed it was 3-0. They came on back, and then that was the game that Jason Tatum had his ankle stepped on in like the first minute. And, yeah, they got crushed in that game. He was never the same. McConnell off the baseline dribble, bumped into and followed by Ty Jerome. The free throw was good by Mitchell, so he completed a three-point play. It's 19-5. Charliso, welcome back in. Charlie in the street, welcome aboard. Siakam's going to take a seat on the bench right now for Indiana. Halliburton inbound off to McConnell. It's Halliburton, McConnell, Miles Turner, Obi Toppin, Aaron Nesmith. McConnell circles his way around. Backdoor layup opportunity, no good. A rebound gets secured here by DeAndre Hunter. His first time on the floor tonight. Mitchell attacks the paint, blocked by Turner. Pacers pushing tempo up the floor. McConnell shovels outside. Turner launches the three in transition. Rainbow! He's got it. It's a big-time shot from outside by Miles Turner. Miles Turner right now saving Indiana. He has all 8 points so far to begin this game. Timeout taken on the floor by Cleveland. 6:41 left to go in the first quarter. Miles Turner looking good. Everybody else not so much right now. For the Pacers in this game, it looks like Turner's playing 1v5. Came up with a sensational block as well. 8 points, 5 for 6 at the free throw line, and just nailed a transition three. Wow, what a start for the Cavs here. Max Strus, he really got things going in the last game. He had 23 in the last game tonight already with 8 points. Donovan Mitchell with 6 points so far. That incredible finish he had on just an insane layup that he finished on a drive met by Mitchell at the rim. And then Jared Allen's got 4 points, 3 rebounds. Mobley with a block, 2 rebounds, an assist, a plus 14 on the floor for Evan Mobley. And yeah, Evan Mobley, completely agree. He just completely changes the whole dynamic of this Cavs team through his defense. He ranked top 5 in the NBA this season in box plus minus, a defensive player of the year, front-running individual player contender for defensive player of the year, front-runner of the race this year for him, and having him back just so critical for the Cavs right now. Yeah, they get the whole rebound advantage, 9-2. When you got those the two bigs out there, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, I don't know how the Pacers are going to be able to match up to that because they just lack that rebounding. That's like one of the big Achilles heels for the Pacers is their rim protection, and making sure that Evan Mobley is available for these games, that's just so critical. What's good? We got Shrew Merchant back in once again. Glad to have you back in, bud. Got around 100 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Wow. Evan Mobley played just 2 regular season games this year against the Pacers. So he sat out in 2 games. He only played 2 games in the regular season for him. And then he got injured in game 1. 22 points, 13 rebounds on January 14th for Evan Mobley. 16 points, 12 rebounds on January 12th. Yeah, that was game 1 into game 2, coming off just 1 day in between that they had those 2 games scheduled on the schedule. I want to see those results here. That was mid-January this season. One of those the Cavs had to take. Yep, Cavs won one of those games. The only win for the Cavs came in the second game that Mobley played. So Cleveland lost the first game, January 12th, 108-93. Then they bounced back the second game, won at Indiana, 127-117 on January 14th. Yeah, so Mobley hasn't even played that much against the Pacers. this year. The 2 games in the regular season, he sat out the other 2 games, then got injured in Game 1, sat out in Game 2 in this series, and now playing in Game 3. Struce, shovel pass, down low, Jared Allen goes up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Cleveland. Max Struce playing really well so far. That was a nice pass down low off to Allen. First free throw, no good off the back rim. Second shot is good. 20-8 right now for the Cavs. McConnell, right baseline dribble, trying to do too much there. Went in for a backdoor layup, missed it off the mark. Halliburton tipped it out of bounds. It's going to be Cleveland ball. Yeah, TJ McConnell just a little bit too fast off the dribble. They go with Benedict Mathurin right now, who's on the floor. So Halliburton, McConnell, Mathurin, Turner, and Obi Toppin. That's the 5 of the court currently for Indiana. Garland, a 3. Swash! Darius Garland puts his team up by 15. Looks like he's good to play today. Dealing with a toe injury coming into this game. I see no issues for Darius Garland. He looks really good today. Really speedy off the dribble. Halliburton, top of the key. Halliburton guarded by Jared Allen. Crossover. Dribbles out free throw circle. Sends it off to Turner. Turnaround jumper. Connects in the 2. Miles Turner came to play today. Came to play like Nikola Jokic throughout the regular season for him. Playing 1v5 when Jokic doesn't have any help. That's what it looks like right now. All 10 points scored by Turner in the opening quarter. Ty Jerome got the runner. 15-point lead once again for Cleveland. Ty Jerome matches his points total from the previous game where he shot 1 for 14 from the floor. Finished with 2 points in Game 2. Obi Toppin puts the ball up and through. The foul occurred before the shot attempt, though, so he will not get credit for that basket. Obi Toppin will have 2 free throws here at the line. First one's good. Celtics-Knicks, 3:30 tomorrow. Really interesting time slot, but I'm hoping to be live tomorrow for at least one of the streams. I might be live for 2 of the games tomorrow. I'm not sure my schedule yet. 8:30 is the other game between Golden State, Minnesota, but I'll be live for the Celtics tomorrow afternoon. Second free throw is good. 25-12. Garland bursts the speed off the dribble. Dish outside to the wing. Hunter launches the 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound secure by Toppin. Tyrese Halliburton brings it up the floor here for Indiana. Halliburton off to McConnell. McConnell shovels it out to the corner. Benedict Mathurin, both feet behind the 3-point line. Lines up a 3, and he drills it. Finally, Indiana decides to show up right now with another player. Mathurin with his first triple of the game. Jerome, a runner. Off the back rim, no good. Mobley with offensive rebound. Left it short. Inside the key, and a rebound gets collected by McConnell. McConnell shoots right out of the pack. McConnell lobs it up over the top. Miles Turner puts it high off the glass, and he scores up and off the backboard. The big fella running the floor. 7-zip run just like that in a 1-minute clip for the Pacers. They cut it down to 8 points. They were just down 25-10, and now a 7-zip run. Let's put them winning 8-25-17. Jerome at the right baseline, circles around to the left wing perimeter. Lost the handle, out of bounds. Turnover for Cleveland. Yikes, that's a bad turnover there by Ty Jerome. Yeah, Ty Jerome, this in the last game of the series, he has really come crashing back to earth. Indiana, 0 turnovers right now for them. 3 turnovers by Cleveland. Mathurin a 3. Mathurin, bang, bang, delivers another one. 25-20. take them on a 10-zip run in a minute and a half clip here. It's anybody's game right now. Cleveland, bounce pass off to Garland. Outside to Ty Jerome. No-look pass right corner. Dean Wade out to the top. Evan Mobley jacks up the three. Mobley drills the three ball. Much needed for the Cavs there. 28-20, scoring at a premium recently right now after Indiana started off 1 for 9 from the floor. They start to find the soft spot of the defense. Halliburton dribbles up to the elbow. Halliburton puts up a runner. Halliburton drifts it through. Good for 2. Fun game right now. Back and forth, back and forth. Pacers hanging in just down by 6. Mobley down low. Mobley puts it up. Mobley got it to go. 30-22. Evan Mobley back-to-back buckets for the Cavs. 3 minutes left to go in the first. TJ McConnell. And we have a offensive foul charged to Miles Turner. An illegal screen that he sets up that he takes out Garland. Turnover by the Pacers. Miles Turner has to be careful. 12 points right now, but does have 2 personal fouls. Darius Garland on the other side. He also has 2 personal fouls. Man, my thoughts out to you, Siegel. Hopefully things will be better for you coming up in the future there, bud. Eight-point game. Ty Jerome's running the point. Jerome dribbles up mid-block. Jerome puts up a tough shot. Left it off the rim short. McConnell controls the defensive rebound. McConnell, Siakam. Thomas Bryant's getting some playing minutes right now for Indiana alongside Benedict Mathurin, Tyrese Halliburton, Bryant. Handoff Halliburton, crossover at the corner, dribbles up inside the key. Halliburton blocked from behind by Dean Wade as the ball sailed out of bounds. It's going to stay Pacers basketball right now. Pacers looking for the inbounds. McConnell fights Mathurin. Mathurin scores the layup. Right past the defense. Cleveland didn't have anybody right at the rim to defend Benedict Mathurin down in front. They let him get right past the entire defense. Cutting backdoor off the inbound. Garland jacks up the 3 off the back rim, no good. Tipped up to the perimeter. Offensive rebound right back to Ty Jerome. Garland has it at the top here. Garland's going to slow it down to 8 on the timer. Darius Garland drives downhill, shovel pass over to Evan Mobley, and he soars up and he jams it down with a 2-handed flush. Great job to play make there. The 2 injured guys in the previous game working together. Garland with an assist, Mobley with a dunk, and Garland in some deep foul trouble right now. Picks up the personal foul, reaching in. That's going to be his 3rd. That is number 3 right now for Garland in the first quarter, reaching in, defending TJ McConnell off the dribble drive. So Garland's in deep trouble right now. First free throw is good. That is not a good sign for Cleveland because the ball had been popping. The ball had been moving. With Garland out there, everybody was feeding off his pace of play and his speed. It looked like Cleveland was just much faster than the last 2 games in the series off the speed of Garland as the main ball handler as he heads towards the bench now with 3 personal fouls. McConnell, both of the free throws are good. 32-26. Got to give credit where it's due. And the Indiana Pacers, they have crawled themselves out of a 15-point hole at one point in this first quarter. 6-point game right now. Mobley. Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell, lob to Mobley. Mobley going off. Mobley, no good. Missed the shot inside the paint. Rebound. Battle for it goes to Dean Wade on the offensive glass. Ty Jerome tees up the 3. No good. In and out of the hands of Indiana, according to the refs. So DeAndre Hunter, he bobbled it, and then the Pacers last deflected it out of bounds there. Hunter gets really lucky as it was lost out of bounds at the baseline. Last touch by the Pacers. 12 on the shot clock. Game clock's down to 1:23. don't know what was said there, but we have a technical foul charged to the bench for Indiana. I believe it was on Rick Carlisle, the head coach. There was some contact with Siakam away from the play as well there. Technical free throw by Mitchell was missed. Inbound either way for Cleveland. Mitchell goes up, got it blocked again. Indiana's defense starting to ramp up right now. Pacers up the floor with the basketball. McConnell, jumper, 15-footer. That's way short. It goes back the other way for Cleveland as we're down to 1:15 left to go in the first. Ty Jerome. The fast pace so far tonight. Lob to Mobley, in and out of the hands of Mobley as it sailed out of bounds. It's a Cleveland turnover. Yeah, Cleveland's rushing all their possessions, but the issue is that they're out of sorts right now. 4 turnovers in this opening quarter for the Cavs. Ben Mathurin. Final minute left to go around the perimeter. Slides it off to Siakam. Push pass to the corner. Nembhard. Step back 3 from the corner. Bullseye! Andrew Nembhard gets his team winning 3 off the step back J. 32-29. They were down by 15 at one point in the quarter. Indiana came to play tonight once again. Mitchell sends it off to Jerome. Runner, no good off the mark. Rebound secured by Nembhard. Nembhard pushes tempo. Transition 3. Benedict Mathurin off the mark, no good. Tipped to the bounds. Last off of McConnell. TJ McConnell getting a deep run right now on the floor tonight. He's got 5 assists already for TJ. So he's played 7 minutes in this opening quarter, plus 11 on the floor with 5 total assists. Quite a bit of substitutions right now on the floor. Ben Shepherd will check in for his first time tonight for Indiana. Also, both of these teams are in the bonus. The Cavs will get the inbound all the way in their backcourt. Mobley inbounds off to Garland. Garland back on the floor with those 3 personal fouls. 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock to close out the end of the first quarter. Garland has it at the edge of the Pacers logo. Garland torches right off the screen set by Mobley. Garland dribbles up to the top of the free throw circle. 18-foot J. Missed off the mark, no good. A rebound ripped away by Thomas Bryant. Up the floor finds Nembhard. Final seconds left to go. Cross-court pass. Ben Shepherd gets the 3 with 1 second left to play. 32-32. The shot from full court, no good by Cleveland and Indiana. Wow. Down by 15 points at one point in the opening quarter. They get guys that can score in bunches. It's 32-32. What a game. Holy smokes, the Indiana Pacers came to get buckets in the final 6 minutes of that quarter. Holy smokes, there's a reason why this team's 15-2 in their home floor. 32 points when they started off 1 for 9 from the floor. Wow. What a roller coaster of an opening quarter right there. Cleveland was up 11-0 to begin. Holy smokes. That's a wild first quarter. Like, these runs happening in the first, that's insane. Like, usually these runs are kept for the second half, but these runs right now that's started off the first quarter, that's on another level. Holy moly. Man, the Eastern Conference playoffs has been just insane this year. Indiana, they started off 1 for 9. After that, they went 8 for 11 to finish off the quarter. 5 for 7 from three-point range. Cleveland looking good themselves from 3 at 5 for 10 tonight, but the Pacers hitting 90% of their free throws at 9 for 10. It was Miles Turner early on. Miles Turner had the first 10 points of the game, and he's got 12 points right now to close out the end of the quarter, but other guys stepping up. Benedict Mathurin has been just on point. Last game, 19 points for Mathurin. He's a plus 12 on the floor. You can see the hunger of Benedict Mathurin. He really wants it. You got guys like Anthony Edwards, Like guys who really wanted that play hungry in the league. Benedict Mathurin is another one of those guys right there. 8 points by Benedict Mathurin. The balance is just incredible for Indiana. They came into the series with 6 guys scoring double figures. 3 points by Nembhard, 3 by Shepard. Shepard drilled a 3-point shot in the final second left to go. 2 points each by Halliburton, Obi Toppin, TJ McConnell's got 2. TJ with 5 total assists, a plus 11 on the floor. Man, they got just so many moving pieces on their team. It's just so tough to stop. The ball's popping, the ball's moving. When Indiana's out there, everybody's moving. It's a total motion offense. And for Cleveland, Garland had a great start, and then he got into foul trouble. And when he was on the floor, everybody was feeding off of his energy because he's out running the point. He's playing really fast, and everybody's trying to keep up with his tempo there. And he's doing a good job being able to facilitate off to his teammates, or being able to lead his teammates into an opportunity for a field goal or so. But he's got 3 personal fouls right now for him. Evan Mobley, 8 points, leading the way, but I got to see more on Donovan Mitchell. Like, shocking that he's only got 6 points right now through that first quarter. For Mitchell, he's really silent. He had that double clutch layup that he scored that turned into an and one, but other than that, he's been really, really silent right now for Mitchell. Nothing from DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter, a major minus 14 on the floor. McConnell, bad pass results in the turnover as we get back to action. Mitchell gallops up the open floor. Mitchell in transition. Mitchell scores. Up and it off the backboard. 34-32 Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell's got himself 8 points right now. Nembhard, crossover. Thought about the step back, slides it off to Mathurin, into the hands to McConnell. Benedict Mathurin, TJ McConnell, Andrew Nembhard, Thomas Bryant, and Pascal Siakam, the 5 on the floor. Missed jumpers. It went off the rim short by McConnell. Dean Wade with a defensive rebound. Dean Wade, Donovan Mitchell, Sam Merrill is on the court alongside DeAndre Hunter and Evan Mobley. Step back 3 missed by Mitchell. Tipped up in the air to Siakam for the defensive rebound. Push pass. Head off to Mathurin, and in transition, the ball got poked loose from behind, out of bounds. So that got... Wait a moment. Referees are convening together about this call. Was it poke loose out of bounds, or is that a foul by Mitchell in transition? That's what the refs are talking about right now. What was the call on the floor for the refs? Yeah, it looked like Mathurin had bobbled it out of bounds before Mitchell held him up here. So the refs are still gonna... They're gonna look at this one at the monitor here currently. Okay, so now it's called Donovan Mitchell shooting foul as they line up at the free throw line. So Donovan Mitchell shooting foul is what they got here on a transition take. So Mitchell transition take foul to Mathurin, as Mathurin was ahead of the entire defense in transition, and Mitchell got called in the transition take. But now the refs are going to take another look at this at the review monitor. So this is being looked at the monitor right now. Clock is down to 11:05 left to go in the second. We get 180 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Just a stoppage right now in time. Yeah, Mathurin tried to gather off the dribble so he could go into either a slam dunk or a layup attempt, and then Mitchell from behind got him on the transition take foul from behind. So that's what it's called by the officials. Yeah, I wasn't sure at first if that was going to be ruled a turnover by Mathurin or so, because he took one dribble in transition, then he went into the gather, and then that's where the contact happened, and then the ball was lost. I took the Cavs for this one today, so I'm still gonna stick with the Cavs. But yeah, this is not looking good for Cleveland right now. Indiana is a much deeper team. Like, they're rotating bodies constantly. and they know their personnel. Like, Indiana knows their personnel. Like, they go, like, 11, 12 guys deep. They know their personnel. Whereas, if you guys were a part of my stream last night, I don't know what in the world I was watching last night from Golden State. They played, so Steve Kerr played 14 out of 15 guys possible. Steph Curry was the only player that was out, so he was the only player that didn't play. And Steve Kerr was playing guys like Guy Santos, Braxton Key, Trace Jackson Davis. It was Pat Spencer was getting a lot of minutes yesterday. Like, he had at least 10 minutes yesterday in that game. That was like it looked like they threw in the white towel once Steve Kerr made the substitutions to go to Pat Spencer in the first half. So free throws are good. Mathurin buries both of them, 34-34, and Indiana gets the basketball back. Top of the key, Mathurin. He takes the three off the rim, no good, and out of bounds it goes. Renjeff, welcome back in. Yup, Afuka Choka. Afuka Choka better not show up tomorrow with a big U. If there is a big U, it will hopefully be on a Mitchell Robinson airball for tomorrow. Off to DeAndre Hunter, who finally scores, and then he collides right into a Pacers player. DeAndre Hunter looks like he's built out of glass on the floor right now as Pascal Siakam goes the other way and scores for two. 36-36. DeAndre Hunter just out of control after he finished that layup, just randomly bumped into a Pacers player well after the end of that play was over. Mobley down low scores, up and in with a left-hand layup. 38-36 right now. Nembhard lobs it off to Bryant. Bryant at the top of the key, into the hands to Nembhard. Nembhard's guarded by Mobley. Slides it off to Siakam. Back into the hands to Nembhard. Nembhard finds Mathurin around the perimeter. Back off to Nembhard. Nembhard, 6 in the timer. Nembhard, top of the key. Nembhard takes the step back three. Off the rim, short, tipped up in the air. Rebound controlled by Hunter. Donovan Mitchell on the floor currently, having a sluggish start though. Just 8-point shooting, 3 for 8. Mitchell, DeAndre Hunter, Sam Merrill, Evan Mobley, and Dean Wade's the 5 in the court as Mathurin picks up the reach and foul. Cavs get the inbound. Evan Mobley at the right wing, handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell turns the corner, drives, kick out, corner. Max Strus, one dribble, open three, swoosh. 41-36 Cleveland. Max Strus came to play tonight. 11 points, leading the way right now for the Cavs. Max Strus here. Quickly and on defense gets called for a foul. Yeah, starting to get choppy right now on the floor. Inbound back to Indiana. McConnell off to Nembhard. Kick out to the corner. Mathurin, step back, deep jumper from the left corner. Missed off the mark, no good. Tipped up to Hunter for the defensive rebound. As we approach the 9-minute mark left to go before halftime, DeAndre Hunter goes up, and the refs are going to roll this shooting foul charge to Thomas Bryant inside the key. Yeah, Nembhard's saying to challenge here. It doesn't look like the Pacers are going to challenge, though. DeAndre Hunter, 2 free throws. First one's no good. Yup, spot on there by Jay Ramirez. Tyrese Halliburton, totally disrespected by the entire league and proving everybody wrong in that players vote poll during this playoffs. We're going to take the timeout right now as The Pacers burn the timeout. DeAndre Hunter is going to split free throws. So he'll have his second free throw coming up after the timeout. All right, so we head to the timeout. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. Max Strus playing really well tonight right now. He's got 11 points in 8 minutes, plus 13 on the floor. That's tied with Jared Allen, which leads the way for Cleveland. Evan Mobley's got 13 in his game that he returns back after missing the last game. And then Miles Turner, he had a lot of points early on, 12 points for him for Indiana. Mathurin playing really solid off the bench, 10 points in 9 minutes. Yeah, Halliburton hasn't really been a part of this game so far for him. 2 points, 1 assist, and no rebounds by Halliburton. Still got a long way left to go. Donovan Mitchell has been pretty silent too. He's got 8 points, but just 3 for 8 shooting so far. Oh, yeah, he went off fourth quarter, like last couple minutes. He went big time to close out that game. Usually Mitchell's a fourth quarter scorer, too. He just did it all during the last game. They needed that, because if he didn't get his 48 points, they would have got crushed in the last game. That ball is popping. That ball is moving. They're showing a couple of assists by Indiana out in transition. That's where they've got a lot of solid buckets so far this game. Ben Shepherd had the 3 right before the buzzer to close out the end of the first quarter. Pacers up in fast break points, 8-6 right now. Second free throw. It's good by DeAndre Hunter. 42-36. 9 minutes left to go before halftime. McConnell's on the floor with Thomas Bryant, Andrew Nembhard, Pascal Siakam, Aaron Nesmith. McConnell at the top of the key. Sends it off to Nembhard. Nembhard's guarded by Sam Merrill. Nembhard drives right past Sam Merrill. Nembhard double teamed. No good. Missed the layup as it was altered by multiple defenders at the rim there. Jared Allen, one of them. Merrill, 3 in transition. Came off the back rim, no good. Siakam controls the defensive rebounds. Here goes Siakam. Shoots right out of the pack. Puts up the shot, no good. Contacted and fouled. 2 free throws coming up by Siakam. That is on Jared Allen, who picks up the shooting foul. What's good? Pat on the street, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Two shots here by Siakam. First one, no good. Kind of like a flat free throw as it sailed off the front rim, drifted to the back, and then out. Second shot, missed it as well. Tip-in's good for the Pacers. Aaron Nesmith gets the tip-in. Nobody was able to box out Nesmith there. Critical possession that they were able to capitalize. 4-point game right now. Top of the key with Strus. Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell, Strus, Jared Allen, DeAndre Hunter, Sam Merrill. Missed 3 by Mitchell. Having a tough game. Just 3 for 9 shooting from the floors. It was halfway down and then rattled out. McConnell inside the key. Bounce pass underneath Siakam. Caught in the travel. Traveled with it right at the low block. That's a crushing possession. Could be a 2-point game if you're able to capitalize on that possession. Indiana rotating their depth guys in and out. Thomas Bryant going to take a seat on the bench right now. Siakam going to head back to the bench. So will McConnell. Looks like Halliburton checks back in. It's Nembhard, Nesmith, Halliburton. Miles Turner's back in. And Obi Toppin. Mitchell with possession past midcourt. Mitchell dribbles up to the elbow. Pocket pass off to Allen. Soars up to the rim. No good. Missed the layup. Here goes Indiana up the floor. Nembhard. Cross-court pass. Nesmith steps into a 3. Off the back rim. No good. Mitchell secures the defensive rebound. Aaron Nesmith shooting the cover off the ball in these playoffs. 57% from 3-point range in the playoffs. Max Strus finds Mitchell. Mitchell drives right on Nesmith. Runner is good at the free throw circle. Wow. That was impressive there. Donovan Mitchell off the burst. Right over the top of Nesmith. Able to float up a hook shot runner. Nesmith quarter 3 out in the clear. Off the mark. No good. Rebound secured by Hunter. 7 minutes left to go before halftime here as Hunter jacks up a 3 off the back rim. No good. Turner controls the defensive rebound. Halliburton. On the outside, Turner gets called into offensive foul. He knocks down Max Strus. Turnover by the Pacers. Actually, my clock's a little bit too fast right now, so we're down to under 7 left to go. 6:49 left to go in this game in the second quarter. Or check that. They put that on... Yeah, they put that on Nembhard, actually. So it wasn't Turner. They got that one charged to Nembhard next to Turner on the offensive foul. So that was on Nembhard there. 6-point lead for Cleveland. Darius Garland back in the floor with those 3 personal fouls. Garland zigzag, drives, attacks the paint, and he scores with a left-hand layup. Man, just so shifty off the dribble there by Garland. 46-38 right now. Halliburton towards his left around the perimeter. Halliburton dribbles up to the elbow, finds Turner, popping up from the top. Turner off the up fake, takes the open 3 around the rim and out to rebound, hauled in by Mobley. That was a really good look there, and able to send it down, though, for Miles Turner. Mobley at the low block, reverses course, blocked by Turner, got it back. Runner at the free throw circle is good by Jared Allen. Resilient possession by Cleveland to keep things alive to up the lead to 10. And a timeout taken to the floor by the Pacers. 6:08 left to go before halftime. Miles Turner with a block, but that basketball ricocheted directly back into the hands to Mobley. And Mobley able to make things happen off the shovel pass, finding Jared Allen at the free throw circle and scored off a 15-foot runner. Now, that's a big possession right there for the Cavs. Evan Mobley, 10 points for him. 10 points by Mitchell, 11 by Strus. So far, Jared Allen plus 17 on the floor. Max Strus leads all players tonight, a plus 18 right now. Miles Turner, 12 points. Benedict Mathurin has 10. Everybody else having a tough time stepping up. Yeah, Aaron Nesmith. He's had a couple of good looks, just hasn't been able to send them down so far. 2 points, 9 minutes, 0 for 2 shooting from 3. Just hasn't been able to knock down his shots like he usually has done in these playoffs. Alright, so we're going to timeout. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live stream. Wow, we got a lot of people pouring in right now, 250 plus. Feel free and type in the chat who you guys got to win this game tonight. Let me know, Pacers or Cavs. That poll is pretty close. Right now, it's 52-48 Cleveland. Up by 4% on the poll. It's almost even. Yeah, that should be a really good game tonight between the Thunder and Nuggets. Nuggets got pounded in the previous game, but tonight they're at Denver. That's the late night game today. I don't know if Golden State's going to win another game in that series. Golden State. Minnesota smashed Golden State last night. Yeah, without Steph Curry, they look like they're in some real deep trouble. .38-38 as we come back from the timeout. 6:08 left to go before half. Pacers with possession left to right in the floor, coming back to action here. Tyrese Halliburton on the floor with Toppin, Nesmith, Ben Shepherd, and Miles Turner. Halliburton bounce pass in the middle, off to Turner at the free throw circle, sends it outside. Shepherd push pass to the corner, Toppin corner three. That was off balance, well off the mark, as Max Strus came away with a defensive rebound. Garland. Step back jumper, 18-footer off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound tracked down by Max Strus. Off to Mitchell. Mitchell around the perimeter, 8 on the shot clock. Mitchell in the mismatch here takes on Ben Shepherd. Crossover, step back three in the air. Mitchell right down the chute, delivers. Bang, bang, trifecta from downtown by Spider Mitchell. He saw the matchup he wanted, got Ben Shepherd out on an island. And stuck down the step-back J right past Shepherd. Pacers with possession. Halliburton slides it off to Toppin. Toppin. Towards his right, off the dribble. Bounce pass to the left wing. Nesmith. Dribbles up inside the key. Nesmith off the mark, no good. Missed the shots. The rebound gets secured by Garland. Denisha player, welcome in. Happy Friday out to you, bud. Under 5 minutes left to go before halftime right now. Mitchell lobs it up over the top. Allen corrals it. Outside finds Strus. Strus step back three in the air over Halliburton. Missed off the mark. The rebound gets secured by Nesmith. Halliburton with a possession. Cavs by 13. Halliburton dribbles up inside the key. Lost the handle of the basketball. That's a turnover. Tough possession right there as he lost it. Trying to do too much dribbling. And it rolled out of bounds as he kicked it out of bounds. Yeah, that was unbelievable. They were up by 20 points, Cleveland was, and then the Pacers came all the way back and won it. Yeah, there's been some stunning comebacks. The Celtics have lost back-to-back games by 20, and then OKC, they lost game one against Denver. They were up by double digits, and then Denver came back and won it. Oh, wow, they reversed that. Referees reversed that call. So, initially it was turnover. Charge to Indiana. Indiana's going to get back to basketball. They have reversed it to a Darius Garland reach and foul. Off the dribble, that was lost by Halliburton. Halliburton here gets the inbound, stumbles at the corner to front court towards the midcourt logo, and Indiana had to burn a timeout. So Pacers have to burn a timeout right now, so they reversed the call on the floor. Initially, it was out of bounds off of Halliburton, and then the referees reversed it, said that Darius Garland picked up his 4th personal foul in this first half. A big foul because he's on the bench, and he's going to be on the bench in the foreseeable future, and this really opens up the door right now for Indiana to start to do damage in this game and start to get themselves on a run, because the Cavs are going to be missing a 20-point per game score for probably like the next 15 minutes of court time out there or so, as the Pacers burn the timeout as we go off to the timeout. Yeah, wow, that's a huge reach-in foul that they got Darius Garland on. So Garland tonight, he's a plus 12, 5 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound. It seems like he has a lot more assists than just 2. It's because he's been able to speed up tempo, kick it out to other guys, which are then able to make an extra pass after that. So a lot of his assists coming off extra passes by his teammates on the second pass after his. And now they're going to be without Garland for a long, long time. 46 points through the starters for the Cavs, just 5 points off the bench. Pacers, 21 points through the starters, 17 bench points right now for Indiana. Indiana's more than tripling the Cavs in bench points currently. 51-38. Pacers with the basketball down by 13. Top of the key, Halliburton. Bounce pass off to Tartar. Tartar drives downhill to the rim. Tartar, no good. Missed off the glass. A rebound secure by Mitchell. Mitchell fires a bullet down low off to Allen. Soars up, gets fouled. That's on Obi Toppin, who picks up the shooting foul. So 2 free throws coming up here at the line for Jared Allen for Cleveland. Joy, welcome in. Thanks for joining in for the Philippines. Glad to have you back in from the channel here. Yeah, feel free to let us know where you guys are out watching this stream from out here as we connect the world. A bunch of different countries come on throughout the course of the playoffs. First free throw is good. Second shot's good. 15-point lead for the Cavs. We've seen that before. Largest lead was 15 in the first quarter. It evaporated to a tie score at 32 to close out the end of one. Toppin, runner right over Jared Allen. He sticks it. Taking it possession by possession if you're Indiana. Got to get some stops, though. Mitchell at the top. Screen gets set by Merrill. Merrill flares off that screen. Pops up for the 3, and he missed it off the rim short. To rebound, secure by Nesmith. Pacers looking to push tempo. Halliburton finds Nesmith. And away from the play, an offensive foul charge to Mathurin. Mathurin bulldozes over Sam Merrill. Out in transition, well away from the play, inside the key. Inbound sent from Max Strus off to Mitchell. Mitchell pressured, picked up at midcourt by Nembhard. Mitchell gets right past Nembhard, slides it off to the left wing. Merrill sends it off to Mitchell. Mitchell weaves his way up to the free throw circle, dribbles up even further, got it to go off the runner. A little 11-footer right there, able to knock it down for Donovan Mitchell. 55-40. Turner slides it off to Halliburton. Halliburton top of the key. Bounce pass to Turner. Turner inside the key, goes up and looking for the foul call. Couldn't get it. Got it stripped up in the air. And there was a clean steal according to the refs. Euro step Allen. Dump off down low. Mobley. Mobley blocked out of bounds from behind by Miles Turner. Or wow, they're going to say that this was out of bounds by Evan Mobley. So refs say that this was out of bounds by... Yeah, Mobley lost it. Yeah, that was out by Mobley. Oh, wow. Referees convene here about the call. They say that it was Turner who poked it last from behind, so Cavs will get the inbound here. I thought that one should have been more reviewable. Like, that last camera angle seemed like it was completely lost out by Mobley. What's good, Marcus? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Cleveland dominating right now, quarter 2, 23-8. Inbound to Allen. Allen, handoff to Mitchell. Mitchell turns the corner, drives downhill, kick out to the corner. Sam Merrill, left baseline dribble, sends it off to Jared Allen. Another runner connects in the 2. Jared Allen, 14-foot runner for him, extending his shots. Usually he goes in for much shorter runners than that, but getting into the mid-range runners in this game for Allen. Missed 3 from the perimeter by the Pacers as the Cavs are out in full control right now. 17-point lead. Mitchell finds Strus. Give and go back to Mitchell. Mitchell at the mid-block. Up fake. Mitchell shovel pass down low. Allen rejected by the front part of the rim. Mitchell went down here. Cleveland's in the bonus as we'll have free throws coming up. Jared Allen, 2 free throws here coming up at the line. First shot's good. Second shot's good. Largest lead of the game right now, 58-40. 59-40 as both of them went down. 19-point lead currently. Pacers now in trouble. Mathurin, corner 3, left it off the rim short. Evan Mobley controls the defensive rebound. Cleveland getting into a rhythm. Their defense starting to look good. Mobley, open 3 off the back rim. Offensive rebound. Allen gives it off to a backdoor cutter. And Max Strus scores. Up and it off the backboard. 21-point lead right now for Cleveland. Siakam down low gets the bucket. Quick 21-point lead, and now it's back to 19. Yeah, big advantage right now in the second quarter. 29-10 at the moment. Max Strus. Mitchell. Some contact here in the corner, defending the drive by Strus. It's on Mitchell for the offensive fall as he knocked down Mathurin. That's a turnover by Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell getting in the way of Benedict Mathurin, trying to take Max Strus on defense. Mitchell up to now 2 personal fouls. Mitchell up to 15 points in the game. Pacers right now in trouble, 61-42. Mathurin slides it off to Halliburton. Pocket pass off to Siakam. Dump off. Ben Mathurin goes up. Double clutch. Got it a drop. And a free throw coming up. 61-44. Benedict Mathurin playing at a high motor level right now off the bench. He's got himself 11 points currently in this opening half. The free throw is good. 61-45. Check that. He's got 13. 13 points in 12 minutes. 4 for 8 shooting by Mathurin. Mitchell drives, attacks to the rim, soars up, scores the left-hand layup. 18-point lead as we approach the final minute left to go before halftime. Spin cycle. Halliburton gets the way out to the top. Siakam, no good in the 3. Tipped up to Mobley for the defensive rebounds. The main focal piece of this defense through Evan Mobley. He's a plus 19 right now on the floor. Max Strus, wide open 3. Left it off the rim short. Jared Allen missed the runner. Offensive rebound hauled in by Mobley. Strus, push pass, corner 3. Sam Merrill connects on it. Bullseye from downtown by Merrill. 21 up right now for Cleveland. 21 of 4 second chance points for the Cavs as they've out-manhandled Indiana on the glass this entire game. Under 35 seconds left to go before halftime. Mathurin inside the key. Kick out to the corner. Nobody there. That's a turnover. Benedict Mathurin got swarmed by a quadruple team. He thought that somebody was open at the left side corner. There was nobody on that spot, and that's a turnover charge to Mathurin. 21-point lead. Chance to build upon it here for Cleveland. Mitchell at the top. Kick out corner. Mobley guarded by Siakam. A spin cycle. Shovel pass. Allen bobbled it. Lost it. Turnover. Halliburton with the steal. Halliburton up the floor. Halliburton tries a three. Halliburton came off the rim short. Siakam offensive rebound. Final possession to close out the end of the quarter. Halliburton blocked by Max Strus. And Cleveland goes into halftime with a 21-point lead. 66-45. Max Strus having a really good game so far tonight. A plus 29 on the floor going into halftime, leading all players tonight. What a start for the Cavs. Bouncing back in a big way. After a first quarter that was lit, they got up by 15 at one point. Cleveland tied it up at 32 at the end of one. And the second quarter was all Cavs. A 34-13 second quarter. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well as we go into halftime here. Carly, 300 plus watching. Really appreciate everybody for finding my stream, being a part here on the channel. Donovan Mitchell, after a slow start for him, he's all of a sudden got himself 17 points right now. 13 points by Max Strus with a block right before halftime. It's been awesome tonight for Max Strus. 3 made threes in the first half. 13 points by Jared Allen with 6 rebounds. 9 rebounds by Evan Mobley. Plus 22 on the floor alongside 2 blocks. He was dearly missed during the last game and completely changes the identity of this Cleveland team, bringing them just a tough, gritty, defensive style team when he's out there boosting up the defense instead of just a one-sided offensive unit. He adds just a major element for Mobley there, as he constantly just alters shot after shot after shot. He's improved big time. Only 2 guys tonight have shown up for Indiana. $13 points by Benedict Mathurin. That's in 13 minutes. Miles Turner with 12, but Miles Turner hasn't scored in a long time. He scored all 12 points in the opening quarter. He went dormant in the entire second quarter. After that, everybody held to 4 points or fewer. Siakam having a tough game. He's got just 4 points tonight. Obi Toppin's got 4. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton, not really anything there tonight. 2 points for him, shooting 1 for 6. The guys that have been playing really well in the games prior tonight are struggling. Andrew Nembhard, 3 points, 1 for 5. Aaron Nesmith, 2 points, shooting 1 for 4. He's off his mark tonight. Aaron Nesmith, really, really off his game tonight. He's had an excellent playoff shooting wise, but tonight is yet to find it so far. So just a tough all around game. Pacers with a really, really tough all-around game. Limited to 33%. I really want to know if there's a way that you can track how much time that each team has possessed the basketball. Like how many minutes and how many seconds or so combined have they possessed the basketball, because the rebound numbers are the reason why the Cavs are up by 21 at halftime. It's a landslide on the glass. That's what I was talking about throughout the first half. My concern about Indiana in the series is that their lack of rim protection. And since Evan Mobley's back healthy, 9 rebounds, he adds a major element to the team. He's got half of the rebounds than what the Pacers have currently with their total team total for rebounds. Here's the rebound numbers in the first half. 35-17. That's like a final score, football score right there. So Cleveland at halftime is doubling up the Pacers in the glass 35-17. That's 13-2 in offensive rebounds. The Pacers are just getting handled constantly in the glass. 4 offensive rebounds by Mobley. Jared Allen, 3 offensive rebounds. Max Strus, 2 offensive rebounds. Max Strus has 6 rebounds currently at halftime. That's an issue. Lot of loose ball rebounds being tracked down by Max Strus. Some of the rebounds was ones that he shot, and the ball went off the rim and came all the way across the opposite side of the court, and he was the only guy out there on the perimeter to track down that offensive rebounds. Pacers are having a tough time boxing out and tracking down these rebounds out here. Mitchell with 2 offensive rebounds. Donovan Mitchell with 5 rebounds right now over his season average at halftime. 1 offensive rebound each by Dean Wade and DeAndre Hunter. It's out of control right now with the rebounds. It's not like Jared Allen has got himself like 15 rebounds or so at halftime, which would be insane. It's not like he's looking like Jokic out here on the glass, but Evan Mobley, 9 boards for him so far. Just monstrous first half by Mobley. Really showing why he's like the key piece in the series. If Cleveland does come on back and win, he needs to make sure to be on the court at all times and stay healthy. For him to stay healthy so he can be there as much as possible. Woof. Yeah, Mr. Tops hopefully will come back at halftime tomorrow night for hopefully he can start to be Jason Tatum's mascot and put a turnaround for Tatum. I'm confident Tatum's gonna have a good game tomorrow and bounce back. Tatum's played much better on the road this year than at home. I think he's gonna bounce back and prove all the critics wrong tomorrow. Man, that was such a tough game by him. 13 points, 14 missed shots. He's gonna bounce back. Tatum, because he's the superstar player to Celtics, he's getting all the blame right now, but still there's much more. There's Jaylen Brown had 3 points in the second half. He had 6 turnovers in the entire game. So, Jason Tatum, it was a poor possession, but, Joe Mazzulla, you had 9 seconds once you knew that the possession was botched because they wanted to run the same exact play. They started off that possession with 16 seconds. Once he crossed midcourt with around 9 seconds left and started being forced towards the left hand and went wide off the dribble, you should have called a timeout. So, yeah, it can't all be blamed on Tatum, even though he's not playing well so far. Mazzulla having a tough time adjusting. He keeps on going with the same analytics about shooting the 3 ball. There's no adjustments being made. It's just keep on living by the analytics that 3s outweigh 2s, and that's why you got to start making adjustments and play more inside than outside. Jaylen Brown went dormant in half number 2. He was great in half 1. Not good at all in half 2. Derek White missed a bunch of shots in a row in the third quarter. And where the world's Porzingis? Can somebody call up Porzingis and tell him to show up? And hopefully he's able to get that bug out of his system and have a much better immune system and be healthy for the next game and so on in the series, because they really need a healthy Porzingis to change along that series. So that's what's going on over there with the Celtics-Knicks series. Just playing some bad basketball at the worst time possible. It looks like they're playing like how they played back in December right now. They hit that bug once again, and they got to find that groove once again. Yep, and that starts off with a game plan. So that goes into the game with a game plan, starting with Joe Mazzola and how they're going to approach the game plan. And it seems like the Celtics want to continue their approach, because that's the approach that took them to the championship, that they won the championship last year, is outshoot your opponents from three. And their defense has been playing really well. They've been playing some awesome defense, but their offense has been terrible, and the ball's not moving. They're playing a lot of one-on-one iso ball. The ball's not moving. I want to dig into the assist stats for Boston. See how their assists are in the playoffs compared to the regular season, because I think I heard some stat that they're like at the bottom of the playoffs in assists per game. Yeah, Celtics ranked number 1 in the playoffs in fewest points allowed. They're allowing opponents to average 95 points per game right now, so their defense has been incredible. The offense, not so much. Oh yeah, they're terrible with their playmaking. 18.7 assists per game. That is dead last of all 16 teams in the playoffs. 18.7 assists per game. So that ball's not moving. They got guys standing out in the corner. They ranked 3rd in the NBA this season in assists per game for the Celtics. Or check that. They ranked 3rd in assists allowed to opponents. They averaged 26 assists per game this season for the Celtics in the regular season. Now the playoffs... Yeah, playoffs, they're second to last, and the Magic are last, and then the Celtics, 19.4 assists per game. So the Celtics have a big drop-off in assists per game. 19.4 in the playoffs, regular season at 26. Yeah, that's a 7 assists per game drop-off right there for them. And it starts with Derek White and Drew Holiday, those two guys initiating the offense, whereas if it's with Tatum, because Tatum wants to be ball dominant, whereas I feel like with Tatum, he's trying to hunt down one-on-one matchups, and that basketball's sticking with Tatum, and then it never finds his teammates, and they're just not moving the basketball, whereas like if it's like Derek White or Drew Holiday, I feel like that ball is popping, that ball is moving much more, whereas if it's with Tatum, that basketball seems to stop, and just stop completely with Tatum, because once it hits the hands of Tatum, he's there hunting down matchups. Based on assists per game in the playoffs, the Pacers and the Thunder lead the NBA in assists per game. The Pacers are averaging 29.7 assists per game. The Thunder are averaging 26.8 assists per game. Oh, there we go. So KP feeling better, did fly to New York with the team in this carry-on. So, yeah, hopefully he'll play. He just hasn't been able to look like himself. But the promising part was the second half. He played much better in the second half compared to the first half. He looked completely lost in the first half. And then in the second half, he drilled a 3. He had a slam dunk. He looked much better in half, too. Yes, he should be good to go tomorrow. I saw the injury report, and it's just Sam Hauser. Sam Hauser's doubtful. Everybody else should be good to go. I want to see Luke Cornett more. Luke Cornett was the top plus in the last game. I feel like Al Horford's too small to defend Cat. They need to be using Luke Cornett, giving him more minutes to be the guy to defend Cat. Sam Hauser, right ankle sprain tomorrow, doubtful for the Celtics. Everybody else good to go. Right now we're just at halftime. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yep, Cavs definitely playing desperate tonight. Yeah, it's too bad that Celtics are only going like 7, 8 guys deep in their playoffs. Like, what's the purpose of trading for Torrey Craig? What's the, like, I really wish that we could see guys like Shireman and Keita. Yeah, definitely. Last year they had O'Shea Brissett playing a lot of meaningful minutes in the playoffs and the conference finals last year. Xavier Tillman was playing in the finals. And Xavier Tillman, I can't even recall the last time that he played in the game. I think it was the regular season finale, but like meaningful minutes or so, you have to go back to Dallas Game 5 last year in the playoffs or so. I can't believe, like, if you're not going to use him, like, why is he a part of the roster or so? Because a few years back, he started from Memphis, and he shut down Anthony Davis in the first round of the playoffs 2 years ago. And then he just went from being unplayable now. So here we go, back to action, 66-45, and the Cavs really need this one. They're up by 21. The Pacers lob down low, looking for Turner, intercepted by Evan Mobley with a steal. Cavs hungry tonight. Mitchell, cross-court pass off to Strus. Strus having an excellent game so far. Back to Mitchell. Mitchell, guarded by Halliburton at the left wing, finds Garland. Garland, jab step, top of the key. A 5 of the shot clock, jacks up the 3. Off the back rim, no good. Turner with a box out, controls the defensive rebounds. And up the floor, Max Strus breaks up the pass. It will stay Pacers ball. Inbound for the Pacers. Nembhard, lob to Turner. Outside, Siakam. Siakam with a 3. Missed off the mark, no good. A rebound secure by Allen. Big rebounding impact tonight for Cleveland. It's not even close. 38-19. And the rebounds for the Cavs. Mobley, his 3 skipped around the rim and out. Nembhard controls the defensive rebound out of the pack. The Cavs pick up a foul with Mitchell on Nesmith back in transition. Gary, welcome in. Yeah, it looks totally different tonight for Cleveland. It's going to be tough for Indiana to come on back this time because Evan Mobley is out there. And Evan Mobley, just such a key defender. It's been tough for the Pacers to score points going up against Mobley tonight. Siakam takes on Mobley. Siakam forced to bounce it back out to the perimeter. Nesmith with a 3. He's well off tonight as he missed it off the rim short. Pacers again with another miss there by Nesmith as it went back to Allen with a rebound. Allen sends it off to Strus. Strus at the top, fires it out to the corner. Donovan Mitchell, a catch and fire 3. Swash! Spider Mitchell from downtown. 24-point lead for Cleveland. You get the lead up to 24. I don't think you're choking this one right now tonight. Still a lot of game left to go as Siakam buries the jumper. 22-point game, 10 minutes left to go in the third. Mitchell, wide open 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, battle for it. Nesmith tracks down the loose ball. Rebound up the floor. Here goes Siakam. Siakam, Euro step. Siakam scores. Up and off the backboard. 69-49. Little bit of run right now for the Pacers here. Cleveland has it at the top. Garland attacks, circles around the paint. Garland's at the low block. Garland finds Jared Allen, who throws it up with a right-handed flush. Jared Allen dunks it home, 71-49. The Pacers quickly turn over the basketball. Cleveland with it back. Mobley in the outside finds Garland. He tries a three off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound tracked down by Mitchell. Cavs are out hustling the Pacers by far for rebounds. The rebound number is not even close tonight. Mobley backs his way on Nembhard. Mobley inside the key, gets tripped up, gets fouled. This will stop the clock with 9:15. Yeah, this rebound margin tonight isn't even close. Offensive rebound after offensive rebound. The Cavs are up plus 18 on the glass, 38-20, 15-2 in offensive rebounds. A lot of guys have already gone over their player prop tonight on the glass. Donovan Mitchell, 6 rebounds. Max Strus, 7 rebounds. DeAndre Hunter with 4 rebounds. Inbound goes to Garland. Garland's just 1 rebound for him tonight. Mitchell, baseline jumper, high arcer, off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Strus. And a reach and fall charge to Indiana. That goes against Halliburton as the clock will stop with 9 minutes. Indiana cannot come up with a rebound to save their lives. Yeah, I wish there was a stat that puts together possession of the basketball for both of these teams because it's been so lopsided tonight. You know, like time of possession for the NFL. Like it's like where time of possession of the NFL is something like 38-22 or 40-20 in a 60-minute football game with 4 15-minute quarters. That's what it looks like tonight. In this game right now, it doesn't even look like it's close with time of possession. Inbound for Cleveland. Mobley rolls down. Mobley scores up and through. Got the layup. 73-49 as we're down to 8:40 left to go in the third. Turner. Handoff to Halliburton. Halliburton's done nothing tonight. Halliburton, a push pass off to the corner. That was almost airmailed out of bounds as Turner had to grab it, and he stepped right next to the referee trying to save it. Missed jumper by Nembhard. The rebound gets controlled by Mobley. Evan Mobley having a big game tonight. Jumper from the perimeter missed by Garland. Rebound secured by Nesmith. Nothing going for Indiana right now. Nembhard off to Nesmith. Nesmith attacks the paint. Nesmith floats to the shot. Got it to go with a left-hand layup. 73-51. Down to 8:05 left to go, and Indiana will burn the timeout right now. This game is not close here at the moment as we head to the timeout. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams. 4 starters in double figures for the Cavs. 20 points by Mitchell. 15 points by Jared Allen with 9 rebounds. 12 points, 9 rebounds for Evan Mobley. 13 points by Max Strus. Just 2 guys have shown up tonight for Indiana. 13 by Mathurin, 12 points by Turner. Yeah, this game's starting to get out of hand right now. Not sure if there's going to be a comeback tonight in this one because Cleveland's defense looks so much better. So much better in this game compared to the previous one. So many second chance opportunities tonight for Cleveland. Evan Mobley. Multiple offensive rebounds. These offensive rebounds leading to 3-point shots or slam dunks. Evan Mobley been a key facilitator a couple of times in those offensive rebounds tonight. 14-2 offensive rebounds in favor of Cleveland. 23-4 is the second chance point margin for the Cavs, and the Cavs are plus 18 in the glass, 39-21. As we come back to action, 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Max Strus dribbles, drives right down the lane inside, scoop score, up and in off the backboard. Max Strus continuing to play excellent in this series right now in this matchup. He had a pretty good game, 23 points in the last game, struggled in the first game, but finding a rhythm right now in the series. Turner gives it off to Nembhard. Nembhard at the top of the key. Nembhard goes up and gets fouled. That's on Mitchell. This will stop the clock with 7:33. Harry, welcome in. I actually don't have a cat. Non-shooting foul. Inbound goes to Nembhard. Nembhard turns the corner. Inside, outside finds Nesmith. Nesmith lines up a three. Nesmith splash. They're going to get that guy going if they want to have any sort of chance tonight. 75-54. Cavs with possession. Mobley, cross-court pass. Mitchell, rising fire. Right down the chute, delivers. Bang, a bang for Donovan Mitchell. Miles Turner right now wincing in some pain right underneath the hoop on the Cavs side. Slow to get up. They got numbers right now. 5-on-4 up the floor here. Siakam crossover outside to the top to Nesmith. Nesmith under 7 minutes left to go in the third. Bounce pass over to Turner. Turner dribbles, drives right down the lane inside. He got it. It's a tough soldier right there. Miles Turner was down in the opposite side of the floor. Was able to attack there right to the rim and scored a layup. 14 points currently for Miles Turner. Garland threads the needle. Bounce pass. Allen blocked from behind by Turner. Turner right now is hobbling on one of his feet. Off to Siakam. Siakam shovel pass. Halliburton runners good for two. 78-58. Getting into a rhythm right now. Turner still. He's favoring one of his ankles here, Carly. Baseline dribble. Max Strus finds the opening. He soars up and jams it down with a right-handed flush. No rim protection for Indiana. They see that Miles Turner's in some severe pain right now on the floor. Mobley blocks Halliburton. Here goes Cleveland pushing it up the floor. Mitchell takes it inside and Nesmith gets called on the foul. So reach and fall from behind. Out in transition, charge to Aaron Nesmith and Miles Turner, who's right now hobbling towards the bench, needing to get a substitute in the spot of Turner. Miles Turner walks past the entire bench. He's going to walk right to the locker room. Transition take foul. Charge to Aaron Nesmith. And Donovan Mitchell will now shoot a shot at the free throw line. Wow. Has this whole series changed? If Miles Turner has to miss some time, this series may have changed completely in the opposite direction. Miles Turner laboring for 2 to 3 possessions after he got hurt up the floor until the next stoppage. He's right now being evaluated in the locker room. Missed free throw by Mitchell. Garland inside the key, got it blocked by Thomas Bryant. And then Garland came down with it out of bounds. So it's out of bounds off Garland. Yeah, it's going to be tough to come on back in this game for the Pacers without their tallest player on the floor. Left baseline dribble, Nembhard. Nembhard underneath the hoop. Nembhard puts up the shot. Nembhard scores up and in off the glass. Yeah, they could have get Nemhard and Neesmith ASAP to get going, plus Halliburton. Halliburton's done nothing tonight. 4 points, 2 for each shooting, just 4 total assists, 0 rebounds in this game by Halliburton. Bad pass by Garland. He's down next to the stanchion. Indiana with numbers 5 and 4. Nemhard, open 3. Nemhard got it. 17-point game right now. Game of transition fast break plays. They actually rolled it too. 1 foot was on the 3-point line. So this gets rolled as a 2. It will get statted since 1 foot by Nemhard was on the 3-point line when he took the shot. 80-62. That's unfortunate because instead of a 17-point game, it's an 18-point game as we head to a timeout. Cavs burned a timeout. 5:18 left to play in the third. Mark Allen, welcome in. Got a lot of people for this stream tonight. 400 plus. If you're new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Type in the chat who you guys are rooting for to win here. Cavs or Pacers. Miles Turner headed to the locker room. Look like an ankle injury for Turner. Don't have any updates on Turner just yet. So no updates on Turner just yet. But that's crushing. Yeah, that's crushing if they can't get him back in the game. He's got 14 points. He leads the team. Everybody else, Benedict Mathurin with 13. Everybody else is single digits after Turner and Mathurin. Hey, what's good? Good afternoon to Marcus. Welcome back in, man. Yeah, it's an 18-point game right now. I mean, I wouldn't count the Pacers out of it, but it's going to be difficult if Miles Turner can't get back on the floor. There's no indication yet. Cleveland playing desperate right now. Hey, what's good, Mr. Fulton Moraz? Welcome in. Sorry to hear about your knee pain, bud. And best of luck going with your knee surgery. Sending my thoughts and prayers out to you. And oh man, sorry to hear that. That's terrible, man. You got hit by a car. I got you thoughts and prayers out to you, man. And wishing you a speedy recovery out there for Mr. Fulton Moraz. So sorry to hear that, bud. Oh, yeah, that's right. Second into, this is actually the third. Yeah, I had, usually where I have my scoreboard, it blocks the quarter on my timeout slide. Here we go. We get back to action right now. So this is the third quarter with 5:15 left. Allen, hand off to Strus, and outside, off to the corner, the 3, missed off the mark by Ty Jerome. Miles Turner, that's... Oh. They had Turner. Turner was on the bench for just a minute, and then... He hasn't gone to the tunnel. I don't know if there's an equipment piece that he needs to pick up or so, if they have the bike towards that area to see if he can get on the bike and help himself out, but it didn't look like he headed back to the evaluation room a second time or so. Nembhard on a three. He cans it. 80-65. Andrew Nembhard starting to step up here. John, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. 11-2 run by Indiana, and now we'll end that 11-2 run, plus the free throw coming up. Donovan Mitchell, an and one here at the line as he was able to score, plus the foul. Big response back by Mitchell after the quick three by Nembhard. Mitchell absorbing the contact from Thomas Bryant, got it right over Bryant, and an and one coming up by Mitchell. $25 points right now for Spida Mitchell. 10 for 20 from the floor, 4 for 8 from the perimeter. Free throw by Mitchell is good. Massive response back in the three-point play there by Spida. Indiana's shown that they can get on long runs before. They were down by 15 in the first quarter. They tied it up at the end of one, 32-32. McConnell at the elbow, reach and foul charge to Merrill. Yeah, grab the popcorn for the Celtics-Knicks on Saturday. Celtics gonna have to bounce back. Next time around, the Cavs will be in the bonus. Inbound for the Pacers. McConnell slides it off to Nembhard. Bounce pass down low. Bryant, double team. Bryant up fake right over Allen. No good off the mark. Tough contest there by Jared Allen as Cleveland comes away with a rebound. Mitchell up the floor. Finds DeAndre Hunter. Hunter jacks up the three over Nembhard. Connects with it. DeAndre Hunter sizzles the triple. 21-point lead once again for Cleveland. Rick Carlisle completely irate with one of his assistant coaches at the officials. He thought clearly that Thomas Bryant was fouled. There was a lot of contact there by Jared Allen, and the referees gave it a no call, and play continued. It happened right in front of Indiana's bench in the front courts. Rick Carlisle, he is having some words right now to the officials, and there's a tech that he gets called on as well. Free throw by Merrill, and it's no good around the rim and out. So Carlisle and his assistant coach, they were way out of their coaching box. They were like in the middle of the floor after. Yeah, they're showing that Thomas Bryant missed. Bryant goes up. Bryant, yeah, there's a ton of contact there. A ton of contact, and the referee is standing right in front of Rick Carlisle and gives it a no call. And then Carlisle went well on the floor, got teed up by the official. Clearly a ton of contact in the shooting arm there of Bryant, and the referees missed one on Jared Allen. As we are under 4 minutes left to play right now. 86-65, 21-point lead for Cleveland. Pacers with the basketball. Top of the key, Mathurin slides it off to his left to McConnell. It's Mathurin, McConnell, Andrew Nembhard, Obi Toppin, Thomas Bryant. Runner, baseline, off the mark, no good. Missed by Toppin. Rebound ripped away by Jared Allen. Jared Allen with a big game. He's got a double-double tonight right now, 15 and 10. Ty Jerome, push pass, corner. Mitchell elevates for the three. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound hauled in by Allen. And a loose ball foul charge to Indiana. It's on Thomas Bryant. Free throw is coming up here by Cleveland in the bonus with Jared Allen. Yeah, this game's starting to slip away from Indiana right now. They're just not keeping their composure. There's been some calls that's clearly gone against them, which is, it's really odd because usually it's the home team that gets the benefit of the calls. But you gotta realize that this is the 1 seed that's playing here, and maybe some of these officials had a little bit of wagerments with these better seeded teams in the playoffs or so. And you never know. Jared Allen, both of the free throws, those are good at the line, 88-65. Yeah, Halliburton's done nothing tonight. 8-zip run for the Cavs in the last minute and 20. Thomas Bryant severely frustrated. He heads towards the bench right now. Another technical foul charge to Indiana. It's on Thomas Bryant. Donovan Mitchell back to the free throw line. One technical free throw. This game is slipping for Indiana's. They've completely lost their composure. Free throw is good by Mitchell. 89-65. Donovan Mitchell up to 27 right now. 2 technical fouls within a 30-second span charged the Pacers. Pacers down by 24. Jumper, mid-range, McConnell connects on it. Good to see Miles Turner's back on the floor right now for Indiana. So Turner currently is on the floor. Went to the locker room a couple minutes ago due to an ankle injury. Has now returned. Mitchell outside the Merrill. Into the hands to Ty Jerome. Far side wing. Jerome jacks up the 3 off the rim. Short rebound controlled by McConnell. 3 minutes left to go in the third. McConnell going fast up the floor. McConnell to the rim. Soars up. Gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up. That is charged to Sam Merrill. So we'll stop the clock with 3 minutes. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate everybody for joining in with 400 plus watching. You guys, the real MVPs tonight, being a part of the channel. First free throw by McConnell. That one's good. Yeah, these games have usually been intense, the ones that I've covered, so it's kind of different covering a game like this today. Yesterday wasn't really intense either. That was a blowout. Golden State, and they got obliterated by Minnesota yesterday. Joe, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. Free throw number 2 is good. 89-69. Mitchell at the top of the key. Step back 3 in the air. Takes it over Mathurin halfway down. No good. A rebound secured by McConnell. Yeah, Pacers having a tough time picking up rebounds. Way too many second chance points for Cleveland tonight. Tough time boxing out. And Cleveland's defense, they have just been able to drop question marks by Indiana. Evan Mobley, I feel like he's the X factor in this series. Completely changes everything when he's on the floor. Top and right out of the pack. Stripped out of bounds as it goes. Yeah, I think it very well could go to 7. I've got it in 6, but I think this series could very well go to 7. We're going to have a timeout here taken by Cleveland. 89-69 with 2:22 left to play. Hey, what's good? Welcome in from Cebu City. We got Mel Bonds on the stream. Thanks for joining in from the Philippines. You guys are legends here out on the channel from the Philippines. Tyrese has been having a tough game tonight. Really tough game for Halliburton. Been non-existent tonight. 4 points, 4 assists, no rebounds. 24 minutes, 2 for 8 shooting, 0 for 1 from 3. Yeah, just playing non-aggressive once again tonight for Halliburton. He really hasn't been a factor at all. Nobody has been able to become a factor, take over this game. Benedict Mathurin, late stage of the first quarter, where he scored a bulk of his points. He started to take over early on. He's got 13 points, but large majority was in the first quarter. That's why they were down by 15. They tied it up. After that, they've just been able to have nobody really been able to step up. 14 points by Miles Turner, 13 by Mathurin, 10 by Nembhard. Tough game by Nesmith, just 7 points for him today. Siakam's only got 8. Halliburton, really rough game with 4. And Cleveland's got guys stepping up. Donovan Mitchell, another huge game. 27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. 17 points by Max Strus. He's been excellent again tonight. 17 points, 10 boards by Jared Allen. Evan Mobley, changing everything. 12 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks for Mobley. Best of luck there for YouTube edits with the rebounds there for you, bud. This is under review right now in the Coach's Challenge for Cleveland. Obi Toppin got the basketball stripped. it was ruled Indiana ball. And it was on Sam Merrill on a foul. So that's where we stand right now. Both of these teams with 3 timeouts remaining. So Sam Merrill foul, stripping Obi Toppin. And there'll be free throws coming up right now for Toppin. So Toppin will have free throws, so it's called a foul on Sam Merrill. First free throw is no good as Toppin missed the first one. NBA drafts Wednesday, June 25th. Yeah, I probably won't be live for that night because it usually goes late or so for the NBA draft, like past midnight. Because I've covered it a couple of times before. It goes way too late or so. Splitting the free throws there was Toppin. Strus lobs it up over the top. Evan Mobley soars up and throws it down with a two-handed flush. Max Strus with an absolute dime there of a lollipop over the top of the defense. Toppin, bounce pass in the middle. Halliburton goes up instead of into a turnaround jump shot. He kicked it out to the wing to Mathurin. Mathurin attacks on Mobley, and Mobley picks up the reach and foul. Benedict Mathurin, 2 free throws coming up for Indiana. First shot's good. Second shot's good. 91-72. Minute 45 left to go in the third. DeAndre Hunter on the floor with Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, and Sam Merrill. Mobley, baseline dribble, circles around, back out to the perimeter. Celtics play tomorrow at 3:30. Step back 3 by Hunter. Missed off the back rim, no good. Turner rips away the defensive rebound. Up the floor, here goes Mathurin. Drive, kick, a corner, 3, Toppin. Left it long, tipped up to Halliburton. Sends it out to the corner. Mathurin, another 3. Mathurin, splash. Benedict Mathurin from downtown. 16-point game, making it interesting right now. Mobley, spin cycle. Mobley, they're not going to count it. 2 free throws coming up, though, in the bonus for Evan Mobley with 1:07. First shot, that is good by Mobley. Yeah, still possible right now. Thomas Bryant's going to check back in on the floor once again. Will Riley. He could potentially be a lottery pick. It looks like some of these draft guys say that he could be picked at the very back of the lottery. 93-75, final minute left to go in the third. TJ McConnell slides it off to his right to Mathurin. Mathurin over to the corner, Halliburton. Halliburton cross-court pass, broke it up, and got saved, though, by Toppin. Off to Mathurin, who gets bumped into and fouled by Hunter. Free throws again coming up here at the line for Indiana. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Cavs in this one, so I'm going to go with Cleveland in this game. So Benedict Mathurin is going to have 2 free throws coming up. Benedict Mathurin needs to play in the fourth quarter. He needs to get much more playing time because the Cavs are having a tough time stopping him. He's got a motor out there. He plays hard. He plays tough. First free throw is good by Mathurin. Oh, that's awesome, Joe. Yeah, if the Pacers get something on a Nesmith, Nembhard, and especially Halliburton in quarter 4, then it's possible. Really is possible. Also Siakam. Siakam's been silent as well, but those 4 guys that you just mentioned, they got to get stuff out of them in the fourth quarter for those guys to score. 93-77. Donovan Mitchell at the edge of the midcourt logo. The screen gets set by Mobley. Mitchell dribbles up to the elbow. Mitchell now at the mid-block. Kick out to the corner. Off to Hunter. Hunter drives on top and inside the key. Hunter, runner, no good. Shoved down by Mobley. It will be 2 free throws here coming up for DeAndre Hunter. So Evan Mobley got the putback dunk. It will not count, though. Pacers whole fan base thought that it was offensive goaltend violation over the cylinder put back by Mobley, but the call is that there was a foul occurred before the shot, or foul occurred on the shot attempt for DeAndre Hunter. He got bumped into by Toppin and Bryant. It's going to be charged to Toppin there in a shooting foul. Hunter buries both of the free throws. Big call going for Cleveland there. 95-77. Final 25 seconds left to go in the third. Mathurin at the top. Slides it off to his left to Halliburton. Halliburton moves it off to the middle. Toppin on the outside finds McConnell. Jumper. Baseline. Or free throw circle, goes up and gets it for 2. 95-79. Baseline dribble. Mitchell, open layup. It's too easy. 97-79. Final seconds left to go in the third. Halliburton across the floor. Toppin right before the buzzer. Came off the rim. Short, no good. And we close out the end of the third. 97-79 at the end of quarter number 3 in this one. Donovan Mitchell making sure to shut the door in this game as the Cavs are playing desperate tonight. We get a fourth quarter coming up. Cleveland needing to be reminded what happened in the previous fourth quarter as they get outscored during the last game, 36-21 in quarter 4. We get a fourth quarter coming up here. 18-point game at the end of the third. Anything's possible. But rebounds. And for the Indiana Pacers, they got a lot of catching up to do on the glass in this game. It's not been a good game in terms of rim protection for the Pacers tonight. We turn the page, enter the fourth quarter, 97-79. All right, if you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe right now. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA, college cheaps in the channel. Appreciate everybody for being a part here. 500 plus right now watching. Hit us up in the chat who you'd like to win this game. Type it in, Cavs or Pacers. Yeah, I have quite a bit of cards. Basketball, baseball, football cards I have. Jaylen Brown was 2016 and Jason Tatum was 2017. Donovan Mitchell tonight, 29 points, 17 each by Max Strus and Jarrett Allen. Allen's got 10 rebounds. He's a plus 31 on the floor. 16 points by Evan Mobley with 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. He's a game changer out there for Cleveland. And he really was a big key why they allowed Indiana to score just 13 points in the second quarter. This game is basically because of the second quarter was awful for Indiana. Cleveland outscored Indiana in quarter 2, 34-13. And Indiana didn't have many possessions in that second quarter as there was a lot of second chance rebounds constantly for Cleveland. 14 points by Miles Turner, 10 points by Andrew Nembhard. If you're Rick Carlisle, you're playing Benedict Mathurin as much as possible here in the fourth quarter. 20 points, 5 for 9 shooting, 18 minutes. There's been no answers to stop Benedict Mathurin displayed by the Cleveland defense. So they're having a tough time stopping him. Everybody else, they've been able to lock up tonight. Tough game by Siakam, just 8 points for him tonight. 7 points by Aaron Nesmith, 4 points by Halliburton. Halliburton needs to get something going for him. Just 4 points, 5 assists, 2 for 8 shooting, 28 minutes, no rebounds. Really tough game for Tyrese Halliburton tonight. Here's the rebound numbers, 43 to 27. Cavs are plus 16 in the glass over Indiana, 14 to 3 offensive rebounds. And the second chance points was like a landslide. At one point it was like 22 to 3 or something for Cleveland for second chance points. So here we go. We start off the fourth quarter of action right now, 97-79. McConnell, right baseline dribble. He's defended by Dean Wade, 1-on-1. Lobs it off to Toppin. At the top of the key off to Siakam. Siakam, 8 on the timer. Finds McConnell. McConnell turns the corner. Jumper, 15-footer. Tough contest by Mobley. Came off the rim short. Siakam cleans it up with offensive rebound. He puts it back up and in for 2. Evan Mobley changing the game tonight, though. Altering a lot of shots in the floor. Garland. At the top for Cleveland, it's Garland, Wade, Mobley, Merrill, and Max Strus. Splash from the perimeter by Darius Garland. Triple digits first for the Cavs, 100-81. They were missing 3 guys in the previous game, all 3 guys combining for 54 points on average between Garland, Mobley, and Hunter. Huge flush right there, soared up with a right-hand finish. Pascal Siakam cutting, backdoor dunking one as he absorbed the contact, followed by Max Strus, and an and one coming up here by Siakam. Siakam with 4 straight points in a row for Indiana. He's starting to show up. 10 points all of a sudden for Siakam. Max Strus will head towards the bench. 4 personal fouls each by Garland and Mitchell. Strus with now 3. Merrill has 3. And then foul trouble for the Pacers. 3 each by Nesmith, Turner, Nembhard, and Mathurin. The free throw is good by Siakam. 16-point game, 10:40 left to go. Pass midcourt for Garland. Garland at the top of the key, defended by Benedict Mathurin, 1-on-1. Garland towards his left, brings along the double team. Garland still working on Mathurin here. Dribbles, drives right past Mathurin, tripped up and fouled. And Darius Garland's going to have 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line. Yeah, tough foul going against Benedict Mathurin there. Darius Garland doesn't look like he's got a toe issue at all tonight. Really fast still. Shifty off the dribble. That's the 4th personal foul now charged to Mathurin. First free throw is good by Garland. Second one's good. 18-point lead now for the Cavs. I just put that in a tab for me for later, Joe. Nesmith off to the top to Siakam. Siakam at the right wing finds Mathurin. Mathurin lobs it over to the baseline. Toppin takes on Merrill here in a mismatch. Bouncing bodies. Brings along the double team. Gets the way off to Siakam, and he scores. Up and it off the backboard. They found a hit 'em gem of the offense here. Last couple possessions. Pascal Siakam able to crack the code and score inside the low post. Merrill slides it off to his right to Mobley. Mobley around the perimeter. Mobley, 10 in the timer. Mobley backs his way inside the key. Turnaround jumper. Mobley left off the rim short. Siakam with a defensive rebound. Bodies tangled up inside the key as Nesmith falls down. And the referees rolled this a loose ball foul charge to Aaron Nesmith, taking down DeAndre Hunter. Man, that's a crushing loose ball foul charge to Aaron Nesmith. Whole Indiana fans, they're signaling challenge right now. Rick Carlisle's not going to challenge it, though. 4 personal fouls now for Nesmith. Tough game for Nesmith with just 7 points tonight. Inbound goes to Jared Allen. Cleveland still with the possession. Allen dribbles, drives right down the lane inside. He scores up and off the backboard. 104-86, 18-point lead once again. Pacers this time are in trouble. Moving off to the backdoor cutter. That's a layup scored by McConnell. McConnell arguing with the referees. He thought he should have got called in an and one. Hunter slows it down at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse logo. At the top of the key, Wade handoff to Hunter. Hunter at the top here. DeAndre Hunter, step back 3 in the air. Off the back rim, no good. A rebound hauled in by Mitchell. Yeah, I've got your email right now. I can send it out to you after the stream there, Joe. I copied it over in another tab. Missed corner 3. No good from the perimeter by DeAndre Hunter. Pacers looking to see if they can cut into the deficit right now. 16-point game. The lob off to Siakam. Siakam started to eat his way inside the low post. Siakam forced back out to the perimeter. Toppin moves it off to McConnell. McConnell goes out for the mid-ranger. He connects on it. It's a 14-point game. A 104-90. 8.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. Indiana starting to make things interesting right now. Oh, it's a big U by Dean Wade as he coughed it up in the backcourt. Darius Garland tried to get around the Dean Wade screen set in the backcourt. Offensive foul charge to Dean Wade. It's a turnover. Charge to Cleveland. 104-90. The door open for Indiana. Here we go, folks. A 20-plus point comeback in the making once again. Can they do it again? Siakam. Oh, he hits it. Bang, bang, bang. Pascal Siakam. He is him right now in the fourth quarter. It's an 11-point game. Timeout taken on the floor by Cleveland. 15-2. For a reason on their home floor in the last 17 games. A Fuka Choka Cleveland Cavaliers. What a game right now. TJ McConnell getting the crowd ramped up going into the timeout. Pacers draw a win in 11. Pascal Siakam, absolutely him. 18 points. Just made his first 3 of the night. 14 by Turner, 10 by Nembhard. 20 off the bench by Mathurin, 12 points by McConnell. He's got 7 assists tonight as well. What a game. Pascal Siakam, quarter 4, finding his way. Type in the chat who you guys want to win here. Pacers or Cavs. What a game. Wow, what a game we got here, folks. Stunning. Right now, yeah, Halliburton's yet to get anything going. Just 4 points for him, but we know what happened during the last game. He took over the final 5 minutes. Pascal Siakam coming alive right now in quarter number 4. This is a reality check here for Cleveland. Cleveland's got outscored 8-0 in the final minutes. Right now, it's only an 11-point game with just over 8 minutes left to go. My clock's actually fast. 8:22 remaining. Yep, I just got you there, Joe, so I just sent something over to you there, bud. Sounds good. Yeah, appreciate it, man. George going for the Pacers in this one. Looking for Halliburton time here soon for Luis. Welcome back in, brother. So he's looking for the 3-0 lead for the Pacers coming up. I'll be back live tomorrow afternoon. Celtics take it on New York in Game 3 of the series. Boston needing to get something going on. It's going to be a tough time going back-to-back. But right now, all eyes are on this game here, Carly. What a game. Almost 700 in the chat. You guys, the real legends, MVPs. Pascal Siakam. He plays with that killer instinct. He has got that going on here in quarter number 4. 104-93. 8:22 left to go. Mitchell inbounds it. Streets back over to Mitchell. Mitchell drives, kicks out to the wing. Merrill, his 3 missed off the rim. Short offensive rebound control by Mitchell. That's been the story of this game tonight, is the Cavs smashing the Pacers on the glass. Mitchell, turnaround, mid-range, connects on it. Big response, right back by Spider Mitchell. That's been how this game has gone. Whenever Indiana starts to make a run, Donovan Mitchell comes out with a big-time shot, ices that run. The lob gets sent to Mathurin. Mathurin drives on Garland. Mathurin, and he scores up and off the backboard. That should have been an and one right there. That was a lot of contact by Garland. Referees let them play on. 11-point game again, Carly. Mitchell, edge of the midcourt logo. So we're down to 7:40 left to go in the fourth. Mitchell, top of the key, takes the 3. Laser beam, straight line as he sinks the triple. Humongous 3, responding right back for Spider Mitchell. 30-plus points on the board. Once again, loose ball to the corner, out of bounds, and it's a turnover. Charge to Siakam here for the Pacers. Donovan Mitchell with 34 right now. Big time Donovan Mitchell. 34 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 for 11 from the perimeter. He hadn't shot the ball well at all from 3-point range the first 2 games of the series, and tonight he is stroking it a ton. Mitchell, pressured in the backcourt, crosses midcourt as he's guarded by Obi Toppin in 1-on-1. Mitchell's going to slow it down as we approach the 7-minute mark left to go, up by 14 here for Cleveland. Mitchell working on top, and Mitchell making sure that they don't go down 0-3 in the series. Mitchell slides it off to Max Strus, rise and fire on a 3. He's got it. 112-95. Max Strus alongside Donovan Mitchell stepping up big time tonight. And now we'll silence that run by Indiana as it's all Cavs coming out of the previous timeout. 112-95. The Pacers will burn a timeout here. Massive, massive response. Donovan Mitchell, Max Strus, 3. Getting themselves on a run right back. 34 by Mitchell. Strus playing a great series all of a sudden. 20 points for him. He had 23 in the last game. 19 and 10 for Jared Allen. 16 by Mobley. 10 points by Garland. Entire starting 5 has scored double figures. Cavs playing hungry. Really needing this one. And the Cavs starting to shut the door. Whenever the Pacers respond, Cavs collect a big rebound. Mitchell responds with a big-time shot. That's how it's been tonight. 45-29. Rebounds in favor of Cleveland. 16-4 offensive rebounds in favor of Cleveland. What a game. What a game. What's good? Schmidt on the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, it's going to be a long 7 minutes for this one here. He's got the Pacers. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win here, Pacers or Cavs. Miguel taking the Pacers for this one. Richard taking the Cavs for this game. Christine, welcome in, going with the Pacers. What a series we've got right now. Man, Cleveland getting all the help they can, getting back Evan Mobley, just such a key piece to this team. Oh, that's awesome there, Joe. Yeah, I'll get back to you after the end of the stream there, man. So right now we're in the timeout, so not exactly sure it's going to come back in on the floor, but once we get back in, I'll let you guys know who the 5 players are for each of these teams on the floor. If you're Indiana, I think you're going to keep Benedict Mathurin in. Benedict Mathurin's been the best player on the floor offensively in this game for Indiana. He scored at will tonight. 22 points in 24 minutes by Mathurin. Siakam's got himself 18 points right now. Yeah, appreciate it, Miguel. Thanks for finding my stream, bud. I'm hoping to be back live tomorrow night tomorrow afternoon covering Celtics against Knicks. So feel free to join in for that one. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually a Celtics fan. I'm from Massachusetts, but I cover all different teams here in the NBA, also college hoops as well. Possibly 2 streams tomorrow, Celtics and Knicks, and maybe Warriors T-Wolves, depending on my schedule. Miles Turner is going to head to the free throw line. Quick inbound for Indiana as he tried to dunk one over one defender. That was over Max Strus, who picked up the shooting foul. So 2 free throws coming up here from Miles Turner. First free throw is good. So Mathurin, he's on the floor, so he's out there right now. So Turner, Mathurin. So it comes back into the screen. I can see who else. Turner, Mathurin, Toppin, Halliburton, and Nembhard. That's the 5 on the floor currently, as the second free throw was missed by Turner. Cleveland with the possession off the rebound. Garland on the floor with Jared Allen. Garland lost the dribbles. He slipped right at midcourt. He gets tied up with it. And this will be a jump ball at the half-court logo. Poor possession right there for Darius Garland as he had the basketball slip right there off the crossover. Yeah, trying to do too much. Dribbled behind his back for Garland. Garland got tied up with it, and this will lead to a jump ball between Garland and Mathurin at the midcourt logo. Gets tipped up, and it goes to the Pacers. Toppin missed the layup, no good. Tip to Mobley for the defensive rebound. Mitchell, Mobley, Garland, Strus, and Jared Allen. That's the 5 on the floor currently. Mitchell at the top of the key. Dribbles, drives, downhill, runner to the rim. Mitchell, no good, got fouled. And 2 free throws here coming up for Donovan Mitchell. First shot by Mitchell. That one's good. Another big game tonight by Mitchell. He's got himself 35 right now. 13 for 25 shooting, 5 for 11 from 3. 3 consecutive games in the series, he has got 30-plus points. Second free throw here by Mitchell. That is good. Right down the middle. 114-96 as we approach the 6-minute mark left to go. 36 points tonight by Spida. Mitchell. Missed shot from the wing by Mathurin around the rim and out. Jared Allen controls the defensive rebounds. Midway through the fourth quarter, Mitchell's going to slow it down. Mitchell defended by Nembhard at the top of the key. Gets past Nembhard off the screen set by Merrill. Mitchell, runner off the mark, no good. Tipped out of the hands of Allen. Deflected out of bounds off Neesmith. It's going to stay Cleveland ball down to 5:41 left to go. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate you guys for joining in. We got 800 plus watching you guys, the real MVPs out here in the stream. Inbound off to Mitchell. Takes the 3. Spud around the rim and out. Pacers with the basketball up the floor. Nembhard stripped to the bounce off his knee. It's a turnover. Critical turnover. Down by 18 right now for Indiana. Pacers had a couple times that they were creeping back in, but the Cavs tonight, they really needed this one. And about to bounce back if they can keep it up. And there was a technical foul assessed to that play, too. On a delay of game tech charge to the Pacers. Donovan Mitchell buries the free throw, 115-96. And the Cavs get the inbound as well. Halliburton's on the floor. So Halliburton's on the floor. Max Strus off to Mitchell. Past midcourt. Mitchell surges up. Mitchell goes up. And he got it. +1 coming up in the free throw line. Donovan Mitchell playing tough through contact. That's such a strong drive right there with an incredible finish by D. Mitchell. Right over Miles Turner, right to the cup. Gutted a drop with the right hand layup in the and one. What's good, IEM? Welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Playoff Spida. Looking great tonight in this game. The and one here by Mitchell. And he missed it off the mark. He's going to have a second free throw. That was part of a technical free throw. Andrew Nembhard called in the technical after the play was over. Pacers have got called on 5 different technicals in the second half. In NBA history, Donovan Mitchell is one of 8 players to average 28-plus points in the postseason. Tonight, 39 points. Mitchell. Back-to-back 40-point games. Yes, he does. Free throw is good. He's got 40 tonight. 118-96. Spida Mitchell just too good. And the Pacers cover up the basketball in the corner. Turnover. Evan Mobley takes up the floor. Looking for Mitchell. Slides it off to Merrill. Now finds Mitchell. Mitchell slices the feathers. Mitchell goes up and he gets fouled. That's on Turner. 2 more free throws coming up here by Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell just in another gear tonight. What's good, Ninja? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Cavs bouncing back in a big way tonight here. 40 points by Mitchell. They're comparing the 2 lead players for both of these teams in the ESPN graphic. Tyrese Halliburton, 4 points tonight for him. 4 points in a home game. That is so disappointing. That goes to show that games aren't won in 2-game series matchups. It's the best of 7 for a reason. First one to 4 wins wins the series, and it's not decided when you go up 2-0. Anything could happen. And now the Cavs with signs of life. Mitchell, first free throw, he's got 41. Second free throw by Mitchell. Got the bounce. 42 points by Donovan Mitchell. 120-96. 42 points, 13 this quarter by Mitchell. Mathurin drives up to the low block. This game's been super choppy. Pacers have number 16 right now. Check in on the floor with James Johnson the first time tonight. He will check in on the floor. Just got called on an illegal screen. So James Johnson, offensive foul, just in for the first time tonight in this game. Cavs by 24 points. Mitchell, guarded by Nembhard, gets right past Nembhard, dribbles up free throw circle, dumps it off to Allen. Allen, runner, no good. Off the fingertips of Mobley, goes up, gets fouled. Free throws coming up here to Bodis for Evan Mobley. Yeah, Pacers just weren't able to keep their composure tonight. 5 different technical fouls in the second half. Never able to keep their composure tonight. There was a couple times that they crept their way back in. They got themselves winning 11 at one point, and Donovan Mitchell just so good. Evan Mobley completely changes the vibe of this team. The double bigs, they torched the Pacers tonight on the glass. This game was not even close. 49-30 rebounds in favor of Cleveland. 17-4 offensive rebounds. Both of the shots are good at the line for Mobley. It's a 16-1 run by the Cavs in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Pacers bounce pass, Nembhard off to James Johnson, and he soars up, gets followed by Mobley. This has been a choppy fourth quarter. 2 free throws coming up right now for Johnson. First shot by Johnson is good. Second free throw. That is way off the mark, off the back rim. Mobley collects the defensive rebound. Evan Mobley has 13 rebounds in this game here. 3 blocks, plus 26 on the floor. Jared Allen, the biggest plus on the floor tonight. A plus 39 with 19 points, 11 rebounds. Mitchell at the left wing. Step back 3 in the air over Halliburton. Left it off the rim short. Rebound secured by James Johnson for Indiana. We're down to 4 minutes left to go. Out of the pack goes Mathurin as he attacks inside the paint. And Mathurin, according to the refs, lost the ball out of bounds. So this basketball it's going to head back to the Cavs, or no? Was it late on the foul? Yeah, they initially rolled it out of bounds off Mathurin. Looks like Garland, yeah, that's the correct call. Garland picked up the reach and fall in transition. So Mathurin here sent to the free throw line right now on the bonus. First one, no good, off the mark. Tyrese Halliburton, disappointing game for him. Checks out of the game. Tyrese Halliburton checks out of this game right now with just 4 points tonight. Terrible game by Halliburton. 4 points, 2 for 8 shooting. 30 minutes played, 0 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers. Just an awful, awful game by Halliburton. Second free throw was good by Mathurin. 122-98. Garland into the hands to Mitchell. Mitchell putting up a 40-piece tonight here. Mitchell dribbles up to the elbow. Crossover. Takes on Ben Shepherd. Stripped to the basketball. Reach and foul. through traffic, charge to Indiana. 2 more free throws coming up here by Mitchell. Yep, spot on there by Woody. Hope so, man. Cavs with all the signs of life right now since they got everybody back in the series. The 3 guys that they missed all combined to average over 53 points per game. When you add up the combined points between Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, and DeAndre Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell, still with those 3 guys that played tonight, still able to drop down a 40 piece. First free throw is good by Mitchell. 43 points tonight for Donovan Mitchell. His number is almost similar to the last game. 14 for 23 from the floor. He went 15 for 30 during the last game. Resulted in a loss. But tonight could have resulted in a win because Evan Mobley completely changes the dynamic of this team. He's top 5 in the NBA this season in box plus minus for a reason. Top 3 Defensive Player of the Year candidate for Evan Mobley, and tonight he was locking down dudes, altering shots, blocking shots, 18 points, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 steals. He was a top 3 Defensive Player of the Year candidate for a reason. 123-100. Mitchell looking for more. Mitchell inside the key, dish outside to the corner. Dean Wade on a 3 off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Jared Allen. He throws it away to the backcourt. And that is a backcourt violation charged to Cleveland. Yeah, and Tyrese Halliburton didn't show up. If Halliburton shows up, this is like around a 1 possession game or so if he's hitting around his season average for him. $123-100. Shepard at the corner. This ball gets turned over as it goes right back over to Cleveland up the floor as they attack and they'll draw the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up here at the line. So Isaac Okoro going to have free throws. First one's good. Yeah, I take that back. He actually won it for me. Yeah, so... Yeah, he had won that or so for DPOY. So he's the best defensive player in the league this year for him. Yeah, it was Dyson Daniels that won most improved. Daniels led the league in steals this season as James Johnson scores the bucket for the Pacers. Porter at the top. They got all the bench guys in the game right now. Ty Jerome with Javonte Green out on the floor. Javonte Green down low, blocked from behind by James Johnson to Indiana. Blown layup by Jarris Walker at the rim. Late whistle, though, and a foul charge to Ty Jerome. So this will lead to 2 more free throws here for the Pacers, down to 2:09 left. Yeah, big bounce back game tonight here for Cleveland. They got out. You could tell that they were going to bounce back tonight. They got out to an 11-0 start. And then things got really interesting. That first quarter, that was one heck of a first quarter. Cleveland led by 15 points at one point in the first quarter. Indiana crawled all the way back, tied up at 32-32. Yeah, Celtics are down to 0-2 to the Knicks, so they blew 2 straight 20-point leads in a row in the series. So the Celtics are down to 0-2. Just this one game tonight, Harry. The Thunder, they lost the first game to the Nuggets, and then they trounced them in the second game. Ben Shepherd, lob over the top. Blown shot there at the rim for the Pacers. A little bit too strong off the glass by Tony Bradley, number 13. Javonte Green, baseline, got it stripped, lost it. Jarris Walker with a steal. Walker at the top. He drives in Porter. Spin cycle inside the key. Dish outside to the corner. Catch and fire. 3 off the mark. No good. Missed by Johnny Furphy out of Kansas. Cleveland came to play today. Ty Jerome off the mark on the 3. Furphy with a rebound. Yeah, this is one that they needed to take, and they were able to get this one today. Just crazy playoffs that we've seen. Crazy playoffs, yeah, been insane. And what was crazy is that there were 3 straight 20-point blown leads in a row. Celtics blew two 20 blown leads in game 1 and game 2, and then the game in the middle, the Cavs blew a 20-point lead on Tuesday. Yep, the dream's still alive for Ice Ice Baby. 124-103. Minute and 9 left to go. 2 shots here at the free throw line. Pacers got the first one. You could tell based on how they came out tonight that Cleveland, they were hungry. They wanted it. A lot of concern for Indiana now going forward in the series. Just the lack of rim protection that they have. That could be the difference maker in the series. Certainly was the difference tonight. Cleveland smashed them on the glass. 54-36 right now in rebounds. 18-4 at offensive rebounds. This looks like the Cavs team that we saw all season as they attack the paint, scoring the layup. Good for 2, up and it off the glass by Craig Porter Jr. Final 40 seconds left to go. 3-point shot, missed off the rim short by Jarris Walker. Outlet pass ahead, off to Porter. Slides it over to Jerome at the wing. Open 3 by Ty Jerome, missed off the mark. Furphy with a defensive rebound. Yeah, Celtics have had an incredible season in road games for them this year. Turnaround jumper, final 20 seconds, missed by Jarris Walker. Rebound control by Javonte Green. And the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight, they came to play. No team has ever won it down to 0-3, and they made sure not to go down to 0-3 tonight. Cleveland on the board. They pick up a Game 3 victory, and it's now 2-1 in the series. 126-104 the final score. Humongous game by Donovan Mitchell. He was sensational tonight. 43 points in 37 minutes. 14 for 29 from the floor. 5 made threes. Cleveland came out to play. They came out hungry, and they were able to get themselves on the board to pick up a victory. 20 points by Max Strus. He had 4 threes. 8 for 12 from the floor, 4 for 8 from the perimeter. 19 points by Jarrett Allen with 12 rebounds, 18 points, 13 rebounds by Evan Mobley, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks, completely changing the Cleveland Cavaliers there. Darius Garland, his first game back in a while, 10 points for him tonight. Entire starting 5 in double figures. And for Indiana, 23 off the bench by Mathurin. Mathurin got 27 minutes. His minutes keep on ramping up so far for Mathurin, but everybody else really struggled. Siakam started to get things going in the fourth quarter for him. 18 points by Siakam. Too little too late, though, by the time he got going. Miles Turner finished with 15. Nembhard finished with 10, but nothing from Tyrese Halliburton. 4 points by him tonight, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 30 minutes on 2 for 8 shooting. Terrible game by Tyrese Halliburton. Aaron Nesmith with just 7 points. And just a rough game by Indiana tonight here. In Cleveland, they were hungry, and they took it and bounced back in a big way tonight. Thanks so much, all, for joining in. Appreciate you guys for being a part here on the stream. I'm hoping to be back live tomorrow afternoon covering Celtics against Knicks Game 3. If you'd like to come on back for that one, feel free to do so. And we're going to close out here to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. We got Jason, Bradley, Warren Kelly, I am Ghost, the Naija player, Asia, Ice Baby, Katie Ogie, SGA Sports Talk Channel, Lonely Satellite, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, Mark, Jobo, and Michigan Sports. Cleveland, they get on the board, they pick up a win, as the series is Indiana up 2-1. The Cavs avoid going down to 0-3 in the series. 126-104 the final score in favor of Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell, a massive game by him. Another 40-point game twice in a row. 43 points tonight by Spida Mitchell, as he had a humongous game tonight to lead his team to a 22-point win. Thanks so much for joining in, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Friday night.